Alright, to be honest, I'm starting recording now. It's live.
Alright.
We're here.
Is it working?
It's out here. I don't.
First episode.
Both mics are picking up, so one might be. I think that one might be a tiny bit loud, but you know what? I'll fucking listen to it later. And it's trial and error, innit?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, welcome.
How do we start?
I don't know, mate.
Just talk. Trial and error, like you said, innit?
Yeah.
Now we've got no conversation.
Let's just go into welcome to Pass the Mic with
I think we should
myself,
just start,
Billy.
I think we should start with a convo, you know, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Even if we're talking about the fucking Ronaldo shit.
And you know what? That was eventually going to come up, innit?
It has
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Always going to come up. To be fair, it's actually on right now.
Fucking hell.
We can't
We can't get
Mate,
it
I'm
anyway,
talking
so
points.
it'll be a catch-up thing
Man,
anyway.
I'm not going to lie. Ronaldo used to be the GOAT for me. He still is the GOAT. But I feel like he's ruining his legacy.
Yeah,
now,
so
with all
we're
this-
witnessing
with all this stunt.
the
you know?
downfall of a legend, really.
I think it's
Is it a thing recording?
Yeah.
Mate, it's
Alright,
been-
okay. I knew the sound was
Oh,
recording,
man.
but I didn't know you pressed the.
It's been, the camera's been recording for
It's been
like
recording for
20
like
minutes.
Oh, is it recording this whole time? Like,
Yeah, the whole
oh,
time.
okay, right, carry on.
Yeah, no, I do reckon, yeah. I think Ronaldo's going to start ruining his reputation now. I think he never should have gone back to United.
He hasn't started ruining it. He's ruined it.
It's already
Yeah.
He's not started. He's done it now.
But it kind of started when he walked out of that game like 2 minutes early, didn't he?
He shouldn't have
Yeah.
gone back.
I think it started when he came back. I would say. I think it was a poor.
But to
poor
be fair though,
decision.
he wanted to leave last summer, didn't he? But you guys
We didn't let him.
he didn't
Yeah.
let him go.
Yeah, but there was no clubs interested in him.
No
Yeah,
clubs,
Ronaldo.
could pay for him.
Yeah,
That's why.
they can't pay his wages.
Well, I heard that Chelsea were linked with him though.
Then why didn't they get him?
No, I
Why
think.
didn't you get him? Being a Chelsea fan.
I don't know. I don't even know what happened.
Well, apparently
Have
Todd
you-
Bowley wants him in January.
What even still?
Yeah,
Ooh, why would you want?
and I don't think he'd have done this interview if he didn't have something lined up.
Yeah, I guess so. To be fair, it's not stupid. To be fair, he would know. He would know. But the thing is, though, if you were to bring Ronaldo into your squad, you're kind of just ruining the team, though, aren't you? Because of the ego and that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
He's 37.
Yeah.
Apparently, in this Piers Morgan interview, he said he wants to retire at 40.
Oh, is it?
You think he's
40?
got that long?
Does he?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
3
don't know
years
if
now.
he can go that long. You know.
That's a long time.
Well, how old is Messi? Messi's what, 30?
35.
34?
No,
34?
35. 5 at
35.
least. 35 at least.
35, yeah.
I
But
thought it was 3.
Yeah, but he's
he's still going, isn't he? In the league.
He's
the league-
performing
League
well.
One. Yeah.
I don't have internet, so I can't even fact check while we're looking.
Nah, we don't need to fact check. We got it in our brains.
don't.
And we
Dunno.
know. Eye test as well.
So Messi or Ronaldo then?
Messi.
That's the ultimate debate.
I think now
Lionel
I'd say
Messi.
Ronaldo is the
I'm
overall
kind
best
of.
player, but
Yeah.
I would say the thing with Messi is
Man
Messi
United
could
fan.
do-
Yeah.
I'm saying Messi could do the unthinkable. Like, he could literally do, he could do something you've never seen done before. That's the
True,
difference. Where Cristiano Ronaldo is just,
I don't know.
There's loads of players that could do what Ronaldo could do.
Yeah.
They just can't do it on the.
I don't know who it was. I think it was either Carrot or
Consistency
Neville.
level.
I think they said Ronaldo makes you say wow. Messi makes you think how.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Like-
That's the difference.
Like Messi is kind of like more naturally gifted, whereas like Ronaldo is like he actually kind of worked hard to get to where.
Yeah, he's like the
Yeah.
epitome of hard work.
I would say Ronaldo is my goat. I still feel I think Messi is the better player. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I think
Messi's
Messi is the better player, but I just prefer
Greatest of
Ronaldo.
all time.
Who?
Ronaldo. That's what I'm saying. The greatest of all
Yeah,
time.
in my opinion.
People
But I
argue
think
he's not
Messi's
even
better,
second.
though.
People argue Maradona's better than Ronaldo.
Really?
Yeah, people argue that.
Nah, come on, man.
People argue.
Ronaldo's got the most.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not
goals,
saying.
hasn't he?
I'm not saying this is the
I
case,
don't-
but I'm saying people argue.
Nah,
Nobody
he's-
argues
Ronaldo's
Messi.
I don't think you can argue people like Pele and Maradona compared to like Ronaldo and Messi.
Now, Pele and Maradona are completely different
It's a
times to
different-
each other.
it's a different era.
Different
Yeah,
era,
yeah,
different
but-
era.
Yeah, and Pele got a lot of goals in friendlies as well.
Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
people don't
true.
know
That's true.
He's got a
Come
lot.
to the-
Most of his
yeah.
goals have come from.
I'm not counting Pele. I didn't. I'm Maradona. Maradona's different to Pele.
Nah,
You got to remember,
I'll take
listen, Ronaldo has done it in the Champions League, the top
Yeah,
tier.
that's true.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
so
true.
It's
He has got the most goals
hard
in
to
Champions
compare it
League.
to certain people.
Yeah,
History.
that's why personally I prefer Ronaldo over Messi, but I do
Yeah,
think
that's
that Messi is like it's
No,
better.
listen,
though,
I
technically,
respect
he's
Messi,
technically
for sure.
better, but I just like the fact that Ronaldo can do it all in terms of like he can score headers, he can score
Yeah,
from
yeah,
outside the box. You know what I mean? Like he score like
Overhead
different
kicks.
types overhead kicks. Obviously, it's really good at penalties as well. So he's got like different skills.
But he's a
Definitely
brand.
agree.
I was,
He's a bright-
that,
he is,
that-
yeah.
To be fair, that was going to be my next question. Like, who would you actually rather in your
Messi.
team?
Yeah, I would rather Messi. Right now, I'd rather Messi in my team.
Yeah, right now.
Right now, yeah.
In their
Ronaldo's
prime, I'd say
phenomenal.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, I would.
Just the goals, the desire he had to score in those big games.
91 goals in the calendar
Okay.
year, Messi.
Yeah, I've got to be honest. Prime
91 goals
Ronaldo
in
versus
the
Prime Messi. I think Prime Messi.
Prime Messi.
I think he outdoes him.
Oh.
91 goals.
Yeah.
91
One
goals in a
season.
year is mental, to be fair. I'm
Yeah,
not
it is,
going to lie.
it is, but
Like, obviously,
I'm
Ronaldo.
not too sure about that.
Why?
Who's got more trophies?
Oh, I don't
It's
even
got to be
know.
Ronaldo.
See, this is what the
you
fact
want to
checking
fact
is
check?
for.
Yeah, well, you can do it if you want, bro.
I'm gonna have to connect to your internet then, lad.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I think Ronaldo's got like better longevity. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think if Messi.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Give
you're
it
right.
2 years
You're
and
right.
see,
You're
see,
right.
see if Messi's doing interviews with Piers Morgan in 2 years' time.
Yeah.
because PSG don't want him anymore, and they kept him. Let's see if that happens.
That is the thing about Ronaldo.
It won't.
It's kind of like it's got a big ego in it. It's all about him.
Yeah, so what? I mean, it's still won him trophies. It's still got him in a record. But
when
so
you
why
start,
do people care?
yeah, but listen, like ego is good in terms of like it gets you to like Ballon d'Or level. But like when you start putting yourself above the club, like coming out and saying all these things about the club, like come on, man,
Yeah,
you're only putting yourself first, and that's
Some
like
United fans
that's
love
just
it,
too
you know.
far.
Some United fans are
Really?
like, expose everything going wrong. They were like the only world class people that come in. Mourinho, Ronaldo, Ibra, and there was someone else. They're the only people that come in. They leave and they only say bad things. They get sacked. They
Yeah,
get forced out the club, so it's clear.
Yeah, I'd say Van Gaal done the same as well.
Fucking hell.
United have had so many managers come and go, so many players come and go.
What's the password, lad?
Password to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna find it.
Nah, keep it raw,
Good
mate.
bitch,
Huh?
You gotta keep the show raw, innit?
Nah, I'm just.
You can carry on talking.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said
yeah,
that.
yeah,
What the
yeah,
password to the Wi-Fi? Because we have to keep talking, don't we? It's a podcast. Right. Okay. Obviously, I'm not gonna say the Wi-Fi password out loud, but
Yeah, people just running outside your house.
yeah,
Your free internet.
exactly. I gotta be careful with that one.
All those one people. Steve.
Oh, you're speaking of United. What are you saying about your team these days, then? Because I know you've been gassing about Martinez
Well, I
and
think
all
we're
these
looking,
players. and that.
promising for the
Yeah?
future. I think
It's definitely getting better.
Yeah, it's definitely got better. I think we're starting to see patterns of play. We're starting to see what the manager wants to do. He's brought in all these players. All the players that he signed have been good for us this season. So give him a couple transfer windows.
Milassi has been dropped again for Luke Shaw already, hasn't
Yeah, but I mean, he's young. He's young. I mean, he's pushing him. Luke Shaw's performed better since he's come back into the team. So that's what you want.
I can't lie though. United is where careers go to die.
That's so
Previously,
actually
yeah.
so
Previously,
true.
I don't think that's the case anymore.
Do you reckon?
No, I don't.
Nah,
think so.
bro.
I mean, obviously
I
now-
think
things
it's
are
He's not the theatre of
changing.
dreams anymore.
It's hard.
Kino de Toten.
It's hard to say now because what's it like? The people who have just come in have just come in.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Like
It's too
you
early to
got
say.
you got to give it like maybe like a season or two.
But then you look at the players that are currently there. Like there are certain players like De Gea and stuff. Like he's falling off a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
The hair ain't falling off.
Yeah, he's falling off.
No
man.
way.
Really?
He's
They
hitting
didn't have
next.
the hair last year.
No way.
They'd been relegated.
Yeah. We would have been
Nah, they
18th.
I don't know, man. I just feel like you got a couple players in that squad that just haven't been it for you, like Rashford and Martial.
But
like,
Yeah, they've picked in form, but as I said,
Yeah, they're
as I said,
picking up
they
form,
haven't
but,
had the coaching though over the years.
But it's not easy with United because they've got so many players that everyone knows they need to go, but they're on such high wages. Nobody's going to take them.
Yeah, no one can take them. So
Don't get me wrong, I can
You won't have
actually,
that
I
time.
can actually see improvements with United. Like I said, with the style of play that
Yeah,
Ten Hag
you
is
can see
bringing
it
in.
already.
It won't come quick enough.
I can see it. Don't get me wrong, but what I'm saying is that there are still certain games where like you play your B team, but your B team is still full of like really good players like Martial, Rashford, and stuff. You play them in the Europa League, and it's like 0-0, 1-0. You're like scraping draws, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like a balance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what you guys also got to understand is that probably similar to you guys, what you will see this season is when you're a top team, when you're a team like Man United, who has the history behind them, everyone wants to they want to get a big scout.
That's what I was.
So
gonna
these
say.
teams, they play low blocks, they play defensive football, so it's always going to be harder for us to score goals
Yeah, I guess
against
so.
them because
Yeah, yeah.
they're playing the best game of their life.
I
Do you know what I mean?
That.
I do feel
see
that.
that.
Every
And
time
you
a
can
big
see that with
team-
Arsenal. You're going to see teams they're just going to come to
But Arsenal don't have a plan B, and that's where I think they're going to
Yeah, I don't think they do, but you're gonna see in
Yeah,
the season.
to be fair, like I said,
What's gonna happen?
I can see it already. Like for example, right, with Anthony, like before when you guys signed him, you know, I was giving you like, can we swear on this? Can we swear on this? Can we swear on this?
Mate, I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
I accidentally paused the recording earlier.
Oh.
I've unpaused it now. We're back on.
Paused it. Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Okay, it's cool.
Yeah, no,
Trial and error, innit?
swear.
Trial and error, innit?
Swear, innit?
What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was
Anthony.
saying at the start of the season, I was giving you shit about Anthony. I was saying his style of play is too much about showboating, and if he
What's that
tries
stupid
it,
fidget spinner shit he does as well?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So what though?
When you try, so let me finish. Let me finish my point. Yeah, I'm actually trying to praise you here.
Yeah.
This ain't me slating him. So I was saying that he wouldn't be able to do well in the Premier League because of the spinny thing he does and all that kind of stuff. And don't get me wrong, yeah, there have been a couple of times where he's done some mad things and I'm like, what are you doing? But then when I see his shooting, it's the one thing that I can
So
say
accurate.
this guy is sick at is shooting. Like he's scored 3 goals this season, and I think 2 of them has been from outside of the box.
I
where
think
it's
3 of them.
it's
All
just
of them.
no. The third one was against us, innit, where he curled it in the box. It was
Was it in the box? I thought it was just outside.
No, it was in the box.
Oh,
It's
baby,
like-
it was still a beautiful
I would
goal, though.
remember it because it pained me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
I
was
remember,
still hurting me now.
I remember.
But yeah, I would say his shooting is actually mad good, and I'm
I don't
thinking,
base my
you know,
players
if
off
he
long
can
shots,
work on that,
to
you
be honest.
guys
What?
can do
Say
it.
again.
I don't base my players off long shots. I haven't seen enough yet.
Yeah, I get you, but
80 million.
those shots were so accurate though. I
Yeah,
feel like they were
yeah,
just
they are,
so
they are,
good
they
though.
are.
You know
Even the
what I'm
goal
saying?
against City was crazy.
Which one? Wow, yeah.
What was
top
the
left,
score at the
top
time
left,
though?
top
Like
left.
4-5-0. What was the score at the time? They
6-3.
switched off. Was it?
I get what you're
Oh
saying.
yeah, it was like
You know what I mean?
4-1. But
Consolation,
listen, we still scored 3 goals in that game. We've done it.
Oh, you can't claim that.
No, we played shit that day.
Liverpool
We played
fan,
shit that
it's
day, but
making sense
I'm happy
now.
we scored 3 goals.
It's making sense why this talk is hurting you.
Yeah.
I'm giving United fan praise, and you're like,
He's not hurting you. He's not hurting you.
Nah, I'm joking.
I'm not convinced. I'm not
Nah,
convinced. at all.
I know what you're
Convinced
saying.
by what? Anthony.
Well, no,
No, I
because
think
he's not really done much.
Yeah,
but-
You-
no,
but
because-
it's
no,
just-
but
the
there's
season's
no.
just
I was
started.
just
Yeah.
disagreeing with what he was saying. 'Cause he's like, to be fair, I was giving him stick, but now, but I was just like, now you can't really
Yeah,
say
don't-
I've changed my mind. I think we still haven't made.
No,
our mind up yet.
I haven't said that. What I kind of balanced it out a little bit because I did say that. Don't get me wrong. There are times where he has done some crazy things. Like I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
once he tried the
He's
spinny
gonna do
thing,
that. He's gonna do
and then
that.
they do
Kicked
the
it
no
in.
pass,
Passed
and then he
straight
just
out
kicked
of
it.
play.
Yeah, you're not Bobby Firmino.
Yeah, so there are times that
He's a
I
showman,
do
that's
that, and
gonna
I'm like,
happen.
What are you doing, mate?
This
So-
is the thing, that
so
now
it's
these
like-
top
it's
players,
like
though,
50-50 for me. Do you know what I
These
mean?
top players nowadays, they're based on you can't make one mistake in a game.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just-
that
it's
is
not-
true.
it's
That
not-
is true.
If you're like a creative player, you're gonna lose the ball.
Yeah.
By
Yeah, but
trying
mate,
things,
yeah,
you know what I
but
mean?
mate,
Taking
yeah,
risks.
but mate,
That's
a
what I mean. There's
difference.
too much action
Sorry.
on. You get slated now if you make one mistake.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
getting
It's not
clipped.
making
I
sense.
don't know why
I do agree
people
with
are.
that. Haaland makes
You
one.
got to do
People
it at
act
the
as
right.
if
You
like
got to do it at the right
legends
time,
like
though,
Henry
bro.
and those
They
players
make
weren't
those
doing that.
mistakes,
Yeah.
But let-
Weren't giving away the ball.
No, that is a fair point.
Listen, bro. Henri
Weren't doing
there.
tricks that people thought was crazy at the time, but they was trying these things as
Yeah,
well.
but literally, yeah, this guy gets the ball nowhere near the box, and there's like the defender's like 5 yards away from him, so he was never gonna get tackled
Yeah,
anyway.
but what's
and
wrong?
he does the skill.
But what's wrong? What's wrong? What's
Yeah,
he
yeah,
done
what is wrong
wrong?
with
There's
Yeah, no, yeah, but that's
there's
what I mean.
nothing wrong with it until you do
No,
that and then
no.
pass it out of play,
Yeah, but
which
that-
is what he did.
Yeah, but that might have had nothing to do with the spin. It might have just been the pass.
You got to listen though. You do that when you're a player. You think of the players that have done that in the past. You got Okocha, Ronaldinho, Neymar, players that are. They can do that.
Like,
They've
So
earned
what,
it.
they
They've
pull
earned
it off. You
They've
know what I'm
earned
saying?
it.
Yeah.
They're
Neymar was doing it when he
They're
was like
Neymar,
17. What do you mean?
They're
How
a
do you-
Okocha. These
Yeah, but how do
these
you have to
guys
do
are
that?
legends.
But how do you earn it then?
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you
You
if
can't-
you don't do it and make
don't try,
mistakes, how do you earn it?
Put it this way, yeah. Ronaldinho and
Because he's doing a stupid fidget spin. Ronaldinho is rainbow flicking people and then scoring. That's not going to do
That's what
nothing.
you're
Yeah,
thinking
that's
of.
what I mean.
No,
That's
you're thinking
exactly
of him.
my
That's
point.
the
That's
stuff that you saw
highlight.
coming off.
Bro, we're all
You
just
don't see
shouting
the
over.
stuff-
We're all just
yeah, you're
shouting
talking
over
about his
each other.
highlights.
We're all just shouting over each
You're
other.
actually talking about his highlights. So you're seeing the highlights on YouTube where he's doing the best things ever. But in these games, these guys were making mistakes. So we're giving them with the ball.
Of course,
we
yeah.
were criticising them for the
But-
same thing.
but I think what Danny is saying here is that these players like Ronaldinho, etc., they're trying these moves in an effective area of the pitch to actually try and get somewhere
do
with
something.
it. Whereas Anthony is just doing a
Not to
spinny
get a
thing,
3-second
and
clip
it's
for their
not-
Instagram.
Oh, so
story.
Neymar's never
that doesn't.
Yeah,
never
hang
done
on,
this. Never done that. No.
Hang on, but have you seen?
No,
Have
I've never
you
Neymar
seen
do
every?
that. I've literally never seen Neymar do that.
Have you seen every
No,
time?
not that trick. I'm just saying. Just
No, I've never seen Neymar do a random skill that doesn't
he's
come
done
off.
that loads of times. And he's been
Yeah, but
slated for it,
because
bro.
he's
Okay,
so
no,
good
hang
at
on,
it,
hang on.
it
Though,
comes off
have you
nine times
seen
out of
every time Anthony's done that spin? I know it sounds stupid. That one at Man United.
I've seen a few.
Granted, yeah, he lost the ball straight after.
Mhm.
But if you actually watch him do it when he was still at Ajax,
yeah.
there's like if you watch it, he actually does create space for himself.
What-
Are you an
what-
advocate
what-
for the
what-
Eredivisie?
smart player.
Do you watch it actually? Do you watch your weekend?
No, I saw him come up. I was like, all Anthony spins. I was like, yeah. But then you watch it, like he'll do it. But then when the ball gets close, the defender's diving in, and he's created a bit. He can create space for himself, and he draws fouls.
I mean, fair
I know
enough.
what
If
you
you've
mean.
seen it, if you've seen it be effective, then fair enough. It's just personally, the only times I've ever seen it is most of the time he does it and he completes the trick, but it just passes it straight after. Or he turns back around and passes it back to the
Yeah,
left
no,
back.
that's true.
Most of the time
We'll
when I've
agree to
seen
disagree
it,
here.
I've never
We'll
seen
agree to
him.
disagree.
I've never
That's
seen
just
him actually
down to him
do
being
it
a
and then
showman,
go
isn't it?
past the player.
Because if
He
you
just
the
has to
thing
get
is,
the
though,
crowd
because
on his back.
I am saying that
You know?
because he's an £80 million Man United man. Because when
Yeah,
Luis
but-
Diaz is doing it, I
I-
don't mind.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do you know
If it's Martinelli doing it, you wouldn't complain.
Exactly. that's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah. You see, okay, it's a good point you mentioned Luis Diaz because he does that no-look pass, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm Bobby Firmino.
And-
Like,
and
you can just tap it in.
9 times out of 10, those
Yeah.
passes actually reach the players.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's
though.
nine
It's
times out of
actually
10.
effective. Yeah, but
It's
that's what it's
actually-
effective. Though it's doing so.
That's what I'm saying.
Not
That's that's exactly. That's
You
the
act as if
difference.
like Anthony's done this like 10 times in the
Yeah,
Premier League.
yeah.
Bro, I
He's only done it
I
once.
just-
where
I
it's-
just
it's
gave
not
him
come
up.
up.
game. He
I
definitely
just gave him props, bro.
No, but I'm just saying, like he's only you've seen him made one
I've seen him
mistake.
do it a few times,
What,
bro.
and then what? Nothing's happened.
I've seen him do it a few times, and then I've seen him mess up once out of those few times.
A lot of the time I see him doing it is when we're like 2-0 up. You know, we're comfortable in the game. So you can afford
To
to
be
do
fair,
that. Do you know what I mean?
To be fair, it's one of those ones like you can't really like. It is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
like,
a bit
it
of
is
a
what it
silly
is.
thing to kind of like.
If
know,
he
judge
does
a
that,
player
gives the
on.
ball away, and then the opposing team scores, then you could be like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
cool,
yeah.
this guy's just taking a piss now.
All right, okay. Forget about United. We're talking about you guys too much. We're gonna move on. World Cup predictions. We've got a World Cup coming up this week.
I've actually,
well.
mate, I've got to be honest. I've already done mine.
What do you
You've done your
Because on Bet365, you can literally predict the entire, like the whole, like all the standings.
Oh really?
So I've gone through all of mine. So I've got literally everything.
Oh, is it one of them like?
I'm obviously I'm not going to go through it because
Yeah,
that's
so,
the whole
yeah,
thing.
don't do the whole
no,
thing.
That's
What do you mean?
Who's your top prediction though? Who's
Well,
going
when
to win
I
it?
say
Well, winner,
predictions,
yeah.
I mean like the winner, maybe like who
finalist,
gets to the
league.
final. Yeah, who gets to the final and who wins.
right. My finalists, personally, I mean, just judging by the teams that have come out, is Germany versus Portugal. I think they've got the two strongest teams.
European bias.
That's fair.
Probably,
Yeah.
it probably is. I think
Sorry.
Germany, Portugal win. That's my opinion.
Portugal do have a strong.
But
squad,
then
to be fair.
I'm just kind of backing Portugal.
He's got
because
them in the
I don't
sweepstakes.
know.
England aren't doing
He's got them
it.
in the sweepstakes.
Have you got them in the sweepstakes?
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
I have to back it. I have
It's
to
not
back it.
biased then.
I have to back it.
That explains it.
I say Brazil. I think Brazil.
I think Brazil,
That's what I
Argentina.
think,
Yeah,
Well,
but
the two.
Brazil, Argentina could be the
Yeah.
final.
A lot of people saying Argentina. I don't see it. I reckon Brazil or France.
They're unbeaten
But
in like 2 years.
If you look
They're
at
unbeaten
Brazil,
like
look
2
at
years,
Brazil from
Argentina.
Brazil from
World Cup
2014.
America.
France won the most recent World Cup, no?
Yeah, they
Yeah, but
did.
that's 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Brazil-
but that's the most
No, but
recent one.
Brazil
No?
2014.
Yeah.
What was it? Neymar got injured. As soon as Neymar was
Yeah,
gone, the
they
whole
just got
team
back.
crumbled.
Yeah,
Was
I
it 7-1 because they're attacking?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
They're
of course.
attacking.
So are you saying this because you don't think Brazil are going to do that well?
It's not that, but I feel like if it's that easy to just lose one player and then the whole team is gone.
They got a different team now. They got more.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, but I'm saying that if someone in the team is
that was
injured,
8
it's
years
that
ago.
bad.
That game as well. That was 8 years.
Yeah, true. But like it's
They were playing
football-
Fred up top, and it wasn't Manchester United Fred. It was that other Fred. Do you remember?
Oh, dead Fred.
Which one's that one?
Exactly, he's dead. He's gone.
Oh yeah, you mean the Brazilian up front?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the dude with the afro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look,
David
that-
Luiz
I
still
remember
playing.
him. It wasn't too
I don't.
bad.
To be honest,
Luis Gustavo.
football can go any way. I think
Yeah, you never know.
I think Portugal. Well, like no one would have said in the Euros that Croatia, not the Euros. Last World Cup that Croatia would have reached the final.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah, that's
obviously they've
true.
got a decent team. Like they got Modric and like a couple of other players, but like no one said,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
they
that's a
weren't favourites
finalist
at all,
team.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's true.
So like anything.
There's always a surprise. So who do we think are surprises then? Who would you go for your surprise? I've got my surprise.
The dark horse.
I'm going, Uruguay lad.
Uruguay.
Mate, think of Valverde, Suarez, Cavani,
Is
Darwin.
Suarez still going?
Yeah, he's a captain.
Suarez has gone back to the Uruguayan league now, I think, or
Oh,
is
is
it another South American?
For
I thought it
Spurs.
was,
They got a very good team.
Yeah, I kind of hear you on that one, but I don't.
Because
Yeah.
you think of dark horses, it's either like you tell like who can you call as a dark horse? That's
Do
what
you,
I
I mean, do you call Belgium
Wait,
a dark horse because they've never
no.
performed? They've never
Yeah,
performed.
No,
I
they
feel
got
like-
a shocking
yeah,
team.
Belgium
I looked
was
at their
on
squad the
before.
other day.
But that's what I mean. That maybe they do perform even though they've got a shocking team. Maybe that is the.
Yeah, but when do they perform?
That's the thing.
No, they don't. They
People
haven't.
say
They haven't
Belgium.
performed.
Yeah.
But you're saying anyone could
Who's
shop.
Jack
You're
Is it
saying
still
the dark
Roberto
horse.
Martinez?
Yeah, yeah. It
Is
fits
it still-
the
it's
still
category.
Martinez.
Yeah, you can't. They're not going to win anything with Roberto Martinez.
No, I think they still can. I don't think
Yeah, but
international
they
management-
got Thierry Henry to go as the assistant
Yeah,
manager,
no.
so you know. Them
Don't know if that makes too much of a difference.
Well, you know.
I don't know, man. I don't think. I think France could do well.
Yeah, well, everyone's writing off France.
I think Croatia could be the dark horse because they
Again.
were in the final last year.
Yeah,
And,
but
and
who have they got now?
Yeah,
It's a different
They've
team.
got pretty much the same players. Like
Yeah,
Modric
that's
is
not
still
gonna do well,
Modric is still there.
They've still got
They
Vida.
haven't
that
changed.
guy.
Okay, hang on,
They're
hang
just
on.
4 years older though. Like,
Hang on,
those
wait.
players aren't.
But
Yeah, it's the
name
same
name
players.
like 5 players from the Croatian national team.
On the obvious one.
Modric,
that's
You
and
got Kovacic, you got
Ante
Vida.
Krebic, Perisic, Kovacic. Oh, you've already said Kovacic.
Kramaric, there's surely a Kramaric in there.
Orsic.
See, but like even then,
That's what I mean,
we're
like,
kind of
are
clutching
they-
at
yeah,
straws
that's
and
what I
trying to
mean.
name
To get
players.
six.
They're pretty much they're Asian players as well.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah, but
They've
what
got
I'm saying
Lovren
is-
still in the squad.
They got to the final last time, so
But that's
they
what I
could
mean,
be
like-
dark- they could be dark
4
horses.
years ago,
That's
do you know what I
4
mean?
years. That's
It's-
massive. That's a long time.
The team's changed now.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's what I mean. It could, because
Jude
it
Bellingham,
has
was
to
doing,
get-
Jude Bellingham hadn't done his GCSEs in the last World Cup.
Yeah, literally.
He was 15. Do you know what I mean? It's a long time.
That's a good point.
That's not.
That's
not
the most current team.
I'm just saying that it could be dark horses. That was the question.
Yeah,
innit? I'm
yeah.
not saying they're going to win it. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe Brazil or France. would
Start
be-
horses.
I'll tell you a dark
No,
horse.
Brazil or France to win it.
Netherlands.
Oh, I like Netherlands. Depay.
I think
Ah,
people
that's
are
good.
writing off
Frankie
Netherlands.
de
I've
Jong.
not, I've not heard them mentioned anyway.
Denzel
but-
Dumfries.
Bro, they've got a good team.
They do have good players.
They've got a
to be
strong
fair.
team, man.
Bring back Ryan Babel, man.
And it's a young team as well.
Both fine.
Forgot. Remember Dirk Kuyt for
Dirk.
Liverpool?
That cow.
What a guy, and
Yeah.
Ryan Babel and Dirk Kuyt.
Liverpool hero, isn't
The Flying Dutchman.
he?
That's Van Persie, mate.
Yeah, to be fair, Holland are a good shout.
If anything, I'll do. I mean, just kind of speaking on that, some of the goals that came out of, especially the 2014 World Cup, bangers.
Yeah.
Some great.
Yeah,
I think, regardless of who you support, it was probably the most exciting World Cup to
Yeah.
watch.
Nah,
Was
for
that the
me,
one
for
with the
the-
shabalala?
No,
Or
no,
is
that's
That was
2010?
2010.
For me,
Oh,
that is my
2010,
favourite in the World Cup.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
that
think
one
it'll ever be
where
top.
we
I
in
don't
South
think it'll ever be
South
top.
Africa.
South
Africa,
Yeah,
Vuvuzela's,
man. That was my
Jabulani.
favourite one. Yeah, man.
Please, yeah, I want it. Ozil's breakthrough tournament, Muller's breakthrough tournament.
Mate, people speaking of dark horses, I think people are sleeping on England a little bit. You know,
I think.
I
know,
just
it's-
don't know,
it's-
man.
I
I'm
think
setting
it's-
myself up for disappointment.
Maybe we're being biased because obviously we're all
Yeah,
English,
we're
so
English,
they're
yeah.
like, oh yeah, there's so many good players, but they're just leaving out X, Y, and Z, innit?
I just feel like they've got a better chance this year because they have a bit more of an attacking squad.
Yeah.
Like they don't have 5 right backs this time.
But
Do you know what I mean?
one of my mates
Yeah.
asked me this year, and it made me honestly think: what Premier League club would take Southgate?
That's true. Actually, when you actually
True.
when you see,
Chelsea at this rate.
But
You
international
take
level
anyone.
management is
Great
very
part.
different to.
yeah,
No,
Premier
I do
League
appreciate
you're not gonna get the quality of
international. It's completely different because obviously you just get given players rather than getting to pick your own.
Yeah.
You train with them. It's completely different.
See,
But then in that period, it should be less pressure.
But then on the other hand, I feel like I'm more. I feel more safe going in with 5 at the back for this World Cup. I kind of want.
They play four. They play
I
four.
don't think if we play Maguire in the back 4.
It's not his very.
I don't think.
But-
Maguire will
but-
start games.
Oh,
It's- It's just his
Really
confidence,
not.
man. It's his confidence is.
So what, who
is
starts at
rock
the back?
bottom.
I reckon
That's
he goes the usual 5. I reckon it's not.
What would that be? Kyle Walker, the right back.
See,
Is he playing?
I think
what I
he's
think it will be or what I want.
Pick.
What I
That's
think
a good
I
one.
want.
That's a good question.
With
Or
the-
what I
Who
think.
you would want? Who you would
Who
want?
I'd want.
Yeah.
Double check.
You're not gonna like it, right?
But you're gonna put Fred in there, aren't you?
No, because I'm gonna go 5 at the back.
Oh, okay, go on then.
I probably would have put Trent in because I've always wanted to see Trent at a right wing back with Walker as right centre back.
Trent, I think he'd do well.
Trent
with
does,
that.
yeah.
He's got
So
support.
that's what I was thinking if he had Walker
That's
back.
good.
But I think in terms of form, I mean, I know Carl was been out, and obviously I'm a Liverpool fan, so I love Trent.
That's fair enough.
I'd go Carl Walker right wing back if we had to. If he's going to go 5 at the back, this is what I'd do. Walker, and I'd go Ben White.
Hang on, who's starting in goal, by the way?
It'll be Pickford, wouldn't it?
Over Pope and Ramsdale.
You see
To be
the
fair,
score- see the score numbers the other day.
Trinto.
Oh, I don't know. Pope is
Pickford's just a bit
terrible.
shaky, man.
Pope is
Pope is
Like,
shaky.
You know what? Let's go through our teams like individually. Yeah, you go through your team first, and then afterwards we can discuss it. 'Cause then otherwise we'll just be jumping.
Yeah, I don't want to do the full team. That's
Yeah, but yeah, I think-
Oh no, yeah, just the defense then. Just go through.
Yeah, because we know that attackers aren't.
Yeah, true.
What, Harry Kane?
But I just
No,
think
no,
and
no,
Saka.
because
I
of Liam.
think Maguire is going to
Saka.
play. I think Maguire will play, so I think to accommodate him, you have to go 3 at the back.
So what's your defence?
Maguire, Ben White, surely has to bet.
Yeah, he's had a good season.
And John Stones as a back three.
Yeah, John Stones.
With maybe Chips and Shaw, or Walker and Shaw, or Trent and Shaw. Anyone there.
Speaking of Shaw, I think it's a little bit of a surprise that he got in ahead of Dan. Is it Dan Burns?
From
Newcastle.
Oh, Dan Burns.
He
He
plays
plays centre
Palace.
half anyway.
Yeah, but yeah.
No, he plays left back this season, right?
Maybe.
Am I thinking of Dan Burns? What am I thinking of?
Well, you mean Newcastle boys.
The Newcastle left back.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Dan Burn, he played left back and centre half. He dominated centre half.
Yeah, I think
Is he
he's
slow though?
left
Is
back.
it slow? I don't think we.
Bro, I'm
He's not better than Shaw.
He's not. Yeah, but
He's
you
been
would often
bossing
give him
at
a
left.
Tamori. If Tamori's getting
He's
left
been
out.
bossing at left back this season, bro. I'm telling you, he's been bossing at left
Sure, he
back.
plays I don't think.
Yeah, man.
I'm
pretty sure he even came out.
target.
He even came out with a statement saying something like, "I'm glad I missed out because I feel like I could have contributed." At
Well, I think he
left
could
back."
have because he plays in the back five, so he can play as in the centre back and he can play as a wing back.
Realistically, though,
Oh, you don't want him in the World Cup.
if you
That's
look
not
at
thinking, man.
if you look at the
You've
team,
got to kind of bring experience and.
I understand that. Yeah.
If we leave it to Mori,
You can't just start bringing everyone.
if you look at the team that's been called, it's Luke Shaw practically is the only actual left back.
That's what I mean because Chilwell got injured.
Yeah.
Trippier can play.
Yeah, to be fair, Luke Shaw does well. He plays well for England, so I'm not.
Yeah, he
I
done.
mean,
He
he's
scored
good.
well last.
Yeah, Dan Burn.
Nah, but yeah, I'd go.
A left back though.
It's hard. It's such a. I don't think anyone. I don't think there is a
a
right answer to the back five. The back though. I don't think there is a right answer.
I think no matter who you
I think
pick,
Ben White-
there is one hole.
That's what I mean.
There will always be.
I'm open to see anything. If whatever works. He's done it before Southgate. He's made it work. So whatever he does this time, as long as it works.
Yeah, but when you made it work last time, with all the players from the
Yeah,
Euro.
but you got to think in the whole Euros tournament, we conceded 2 goals. We conceded one in the semi-final, that damn-strike free kick. We conceded that scrappy one in the final against Panucci. They're the only 2 goals we conceded the whole tournament. So,
Who did we play? Leaving up to the fight. Leaving up.
Germany. We played Germany in the round of 16, didn't we? Quarterfinals we had. I'm pretty sure it was an easy game, wasn't it?
Right, boys, carry on without me just for a second. I got a dip. Give me 2 seconds. That's got
Should
yeah.
we just pause it?
No, fuck, just carry on without me. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, just carry on. So yeah, I mean, speaking of the team, I know obviously we just talked on the defense, but talking about the attackers, what do you think about Ivan Toney now?
Oh, it's clear why you didn't get taken, isn't it?
Well, why is it
He's
clear?
been done.
betting.
Just done it for his betting. 232 bets over the course of the year.
Wait, what? What's that? I've not heard about
Yeah,
this.
Yeah, he was under investigation anyway.
That's what.
Oh, shit.
And
So what? Is he guilty then? Is he being
I think he's either been
No,
charged or
He's been charged. He's not been found guilty. It's not. The investigation's not
That's peak.
taken
I
place.
did wonder why he didn't get taken off.
He has to, isn't it?
Back out.
Yeah,
He's form. He's been because I was thinking the other day, like Haaland's been so good. If Haaland hadn't had this season, Tony would be. He's the 3rd top goal scorer right now. Everyone would be saying how really.
Yeah, that's why I was so shocked to see Callum Wilson in there. I know Wilson has had a good season, but it's like, but Tony's been
Tony brings so much.
I didn't actually know all this.
Yeah, no. To be fair, he's playing well recently, didn't it? But yeah.
Yeah, it only broke. I
But
think
today it broke. But I know that he was under investigation. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, so I've got to be honest.
About Tony.
Tony.
He's been
Yeah.
charged with 232 counts of betting.
Yeah, I didn't know about that either. Yeah, I didn't know.
I literally
I don't know if
just
I've said that wrong
Just
because that
before I
probably
did.
sounded like I was going to say something else. Didn't it?
Yeah, I was waiting for some.
You were-
I was waiting for a madness to come up.
But yeah, that's pretty bad to be fair. I didn't actually know that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
What did he actually do? You know.
you
No, it
can't
hasn't
place bets,
come out
innit? So yeah, we don't know the ins and outs. But I mean, he's obviously been placing
Oh,
for
okay.
bets. Possibly through somebody else.
The thing is, it's peaky. It might because it works out. It might be like an acca a week every Saturday. Just puts an acca on, just like the average Joe. But
But they can't. They're banned
They
from
can't.
doing it.
I mean, they earn enough money. Do you need to gamble?
And for 4 years, imagine. But I guess that is practically 1 a week, maybe like 2. 'Cause, yeah,
They make it sound like so much, but I mean,
over
the average person probably puts on that.
like 1 a week.
Yeah,
if not,
yeah,
they do more.
It's not that much.
I guess just because of the position he's in. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
If you do 3 football bets a weekend, it probably totals up to that.
Yeah. But
So
footballers, though,
crazy.
can't be doing that. That's quite a lot as well, 200 odd.
Yeah,
Jesus.
but it's. I mean, it'll be interesting to know if he's betting on his own games. That's when it'll be.
Yeah,
interesting.
that's
See, it
what
depends.
it gets a bit-
Because obviously Xhaka's being investigated, isn't he? By the
But if he's
What's that for?
because this guy in Albania bet like 32 grand or some crazy amount. I don't know if that was the odds or something like that, but bet a crazy amount that Xhaka would get booked in the last 10 minutes of a game. And Xhaka in the 84th minute just makes the most stupid thing that's a guaranteed yellow card. They're like 3-0 up. There's no need for it at all. Just gets booked, and it's like it's because quite a few people won so much money for him doing that.
But then again, mate, that is just Xhaka though. He does.
Yeah, it's
pull
true.
some
It's
crazy tackles.
it's not a crazy bet, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he's got Albanian roots. He's got Albanian roots. There's loads of people in Albania. Well, it's just one set place. Like he's been investigated. Like, I think it's been going on for a while. I don't know if it's been closed or anything since. But
I do think if anyone's betting, like if a football player's betting, like let's take Ivan Toney, as long as it's nothing to do with him, I don't think it should matter.
well, Trippier got a 10-game ban for telling his mate to put a bet on him going Atletico.
But
Do you know what I mean?
that's different because he's
Exactly,
like, it's going to happen.
But that's what I mean. That's a 10-game ban. So surely Tony can't get that much. It depends what he's gambling, isn't it?
But I guess 232 counts over 40, like that's a long
I can't
time.
even see the.
But it depends what it is. If he's just putting an acca on games like in the Spanish league, then he'll get a just slap on the wrist. I'm sure, maybe a fine. But
I don't know.
Yo, you mentioned Xhaka earlier, so can you guys give Xhaka some praise? You know, being an Arsenal fan, I want to hear it. The fact that he's come
He's
full
been decent
circle
this
now.
season.
Oh
It's
yeah,
funny how they
should
never got
we just move on to the next
He's
topic?
been
then?
good. You know what?
No, sorry, no, we
2
won
years
the
ago,
bet.
they were 2 years
You
ago.
what
Yeah,
about?
okay, okay.
That's the thing. We wasn't even like judging Xhaka. Arsenal fans.
2 years ago, they were
You
booing
don't-
him.
Yeah, I
wasn't even that.
That was
Yeah.
Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
That was
I
Arsenal
know, bro. I'm just saying.
I didn't think he was that bad in the first place.
Yeah, no.
You guys are gonna be bad.
They needed to respect Xhaka first.
He did make some crazy tackles, so like.
Yeah, he was a bit reckless.
He used to do
One
some
less
silly
red card than
things,
Human Son. No, I don't know how to say it though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Human Son.
Is it?
Is he? Yeah. Oh, he does
Obviously,
have a lot of-
who's because he broke someone's leg.
Yeah, Andre Gomez. He didn't directly do it, but he retaliated, flew into a challenge. Andre Gomez went flying into Sergio Aurier's leg.
That was like last year, wasn't it?
couple seasons. Oh yeah,
Because he started crying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but because he cries, he gets away with it.
But has he done that before?
Yeah, well, yeah, he's a fucking nasty little bastard.
You reckon?
He has had a couple of days.
That's what I mean. One less red card. He's Mr. Nice Guy in the Premier League, apparently. One less red card than Mr. Nasty, Granit Xhaka. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, true say.
Sorry, mate.
But
No
nah,
one.
I'm just gassed, man, for the way Xhaka's playing this season. I think it's done well. But yeah, sorry, Karen.
Carry on.
Carry on. What? We didn't stop that.
Right. So what we're saying for the World Cup then? We didn't actually come up with any.
Well, I have mine. Germany,
said Brazil.
Portugal.
I'll go Argentina. Or England. 3 lines.
Yeah, I'm gonna say England.
Or the lion, the
just-
lioness and the cub.
Just because you kind of have to back your own country.
I'm gonna say France.
By the way, sorry, just so yeah, the World Cup. No, it hasn't come home until England win the World Cup. Men or women? England were the women's winning the Euros was not.
Oh no,
it's
coming home
That's
is about
not
World
it.
Cup.
No, that's
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
It went on vacation, but it did not come
It
home.
went on
It didn't come
Going
home.
on the Hollybobs.
Holy bobs.
Bro, that's gonna be all over Facebook this next couple of months, isn't it?
it's
It's
coming
coming
home.
home. It's
Yeah,
coming
it's
home.
gonna be weird.
Every game that England wins is coming
Yeah,
home.
but you're going to be in the shops. It's going to be like the playlists are going to be filtering between like jingle bells and it's coming home.
Yeah,
Do you know what
so
I mean?
that's
It's
what-
going to be weird.
Fat Les Vindaloo,
What way are we
mate.
going? We go World Cup vibes or we go
Yeah.
Christmas vibes?
What do you guys think of it being in winter?
I prefer,
Oh,
I
yeah,
prefer the
that is a
Christmas.
bit
The
weird,
festive
isn't it?
period's good for football anyway.
Yeah, I
I'm
know what
going-
you mean.
I like
They-
the Christmas. There's football all the time as it is anyway.
Yeah.
And then we get the beers in the pub gardens. For
Eng-
World Cup.
Yeah,
English
that's-
should be
Now
alright.
we're
'Cause I
getting a gap
remember.
in the summer.
I remember.
I feel like I miss it in the summer.
Yeah.
The summer is
We
just a
really
completely
do, yeah.
different vibe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Especially with
like
shit.
I
the
can't
beer
imagine what it's
gardens.
going to be like in the winter. Like no one's
No
going to
one's
be
gonna
going to
wanna
beer
be out.
gardens and
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
It's different.
Yeah.
Although-
People will still be out in pubs and stuff, but it's not the same kind of vibe.
Maybe you're going to be having.
What?
Yeah, but we're going to
No, I'm good, mate. I'm fine.
be. We're going to be in pubs having mulled wine, not pints of Stella, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
true,
it's a different kind of vibe, man.
Yeah,
Going
it's
for a
gonna be
roast and
it's
then
gonna
a
be the
pint.
German bar, isn't it? And all that kind of vibe. Oh man.
I went to one not too long ago.
Is it?
German
I
bar?
went to Oktoberfest.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jesus.
so that-
Where was that?
It was on a stag do. My missus' brother.
Nearby.
Nice.
I know it was in London.
Ooh.
I've heard good things about Oktoberfest. To be
It
fair.
was good, but we went just after a steak dinner,
Oh.
and I'm not a big drinker, so we went after a steak dinner. I had a couple of pints with the dinner, and I was like, oh, I don't feel it. And then they brought out these massive trays, and they had sausages and like sauerkraut and potatoes. And the
Jeez.
smell was.
Oh, man,
It
I'm
was such
literally
but I just
celebrating
had a
just
steak
hearing
dinner.
this-
I was
hearing about
stuffed.
it.
Yeah.
I was stuffed, and I was meant to go and drink. And the German beer is so strong.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
So strong.
Those
but-
pint glasses are huge as well, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they had these big tankers. They were like, I think they were 2 liters.
That's what they're called, tankers.
2 liters.
Get your lederhosen on.
No, just the best man. Just the best man.
That's
He was
it.
getting made to eat. He was eating like sauerkraut out. Oh, I can't believe I just done that. No, he was getting made to eat sauerkraut through like the sachets. Do you know what
Sachet?
sauerkraut is?
I thought sauerkraut
It's
was
like cabbage, no?
It's pickled cabbage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think so. Pickled
Yeah,
cabbage.
but it's something pickled. It's
Is
just
that-
like
It is quite nice.
It's a
though,
big
really.
thing in Germany.
Yeah, I'm
It's a
not
German
gonna-
thing.
Oh,
Sauerkraut.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I don't know
Like pickles,
this is a
like
traditional thing, do you know what I mean?
like pickles are just like pickled cucumber.
Yeah, I don't think pickled cabbage is a tradition, but
I'd eat
I
it.
don't know.
I'd try it. Mate, I'd
No,
eat
it's
it.
quite
It's
nice.
more like an
It's
Eastern
nice.
European.
Have you had it before?
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I've had it.
is it? I thought it was predominantly German.
Well, that
It might be German. Yeah.
is German, you know.
Well,
I
that
know
is
they have it
Eastern
in
European.
Eastern
Yeah,
Europe.
it's German or Eastern
Yeah,
European.
yeah, but they have it in Russia.
But they have the in America. They like on dogs.
On dogs.
On
Yeah, it's,
Wow.
it's big in America as well.
Yeah.
Oh, America.
Mate, I love food.
See, mate, that is something I could talk about for days.
I can't
Can you
cook.
say-
What's your
Oh, yeah,
favourite
yeah.
food?
You've asked me to send photos as well of my cooking.
Yeah,
Do
mate,
you
I
rate
like
it? Do you rate it.
Yeah, I like it when
Do you rate the
people
look of my
cook.
cooking?
Yeah.
What did you cook? What
So
was
I think I've put a couple of meals in there.
I don't remember what it was at the time. I remember
So
you.
I made like chicken fries and.
Ah, stop it. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten.
Yeah,
dinner
right.
as
All
well.
this talking food is making me hungry.
Ah,
And I tried to make I tried to make salt and pepper potatoes. Like, salt and pepper chips at the Chinese.
Yeah.
So I tried to make that, but like I diced the potatoes into cubes.
yeah.
So I tried to do that, but I didn't. I did something wrong. I think I put too many like potatoes in the pan, so they just all stuck, and it made like a mushy, crispy potato. It's quite nice to be.
That's-
Mate, that's
yeah,
how
I
I
was
was
gonna
thinking.
say that.
It sounded like
Yeah.
it's one of those things that end up alright.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
Only you can have.
It
You
looks
know what I mean?
shit.
You can't serve it.
Yeah,
to
you can't serve it to
But
anyone
you
else.
just do it.
But that worked, and then just some veg in it.
That actually sounds pain.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
What's your go-to meal then, Jay? Since you love food so much.
What do you mean to eat?
Yeah,
Free food.
salsa.
Yeah, free.
Parmesan.
Oh, mate,
Free
some
food.
schwala, some oxtail.
Yeah, you guys, Zimbabweans call it what do you call it? Swala.
Schwala. 'Cause
Schwala.
I think.
I'll tell you that, Jared.
No,
No,
I'm
it's not. Oh, it's
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. Yeah.
Yeah, not me.
Oh, I gotta remember.
Not me.
What's that?
I'm not Nigerian.
What, did you
I
tell?
would have never guessed that. She looked like me.
Oh, I don't
Bro,
remember.
I've never actually heard it called that before.
What?
Sadzad or it's schwala.
Yeah, salsa is what I know.
Mate,
as.
What is it?
It's like
It's like pounded jam.
innit?
Oh, okay.
What do you use to make it? Is it maize meal?
No, we just got like yam powder to be fair, or we use
Yeah, but I'm
actual
wondering
yam, like yam, and mash it up. In Nigeria, we use yam, and then we put it in like a pot and mash it up into.
But I'm wondering if that's the same thing as maize meal.
Yeah, it's kind of similar, but it's different still.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
But
It looks
it
similar.
turns into a solid,
Should be
like
similar.
just kind of the same.
Yeah, and my mum used to make porridge with maize meal as well. I don't know if you've ever. I don't know if it's the same thing.
Oh really?
But she used to-
Porridge with maize.
Mate, oh, it was so good. She used to.
Show Danny what we're talking about. Oh.
What?
To be fair, I need to introduce. Have you tried potato smileys?
Bro,
Yeah.
it's so underrated, you know. So
What,
underrated.
potato smileys?
Oh,
Mate, it's just potato though.
Nah,
Chris-
What
it's-
is it those like potato waffle things, like shaped into like a smiley?
Mate,
Yeah,
look,
yeah, yeah.
Is that what
potato-
it
It's
is?
so good though.
Potato smileys, look at them. Look at their little
Right,
faces.
okay.
Some of them come out mashed. Some of them come out looking
Some of
booty.
the potato
They
salad.
really do.
Look
Got
at
one
what
eye.
this-
The potato pirates.
That's
Yeah.
Nah, mate.
But they're so good.
Have you ever? No, oxtail though. Oxtail.
Yeah.
Oxtail.
Oxtail's my
You've had-
favourite.
I actually don't
I've
think.
had a couple of things.
You've had plantains as well, haven't you? And stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Sorry, I feel like this conversation might be a little bit against you. If I'm honest.
Nah,
No,
it's
it's
not,
just,
mate.
I've had
He
a fair
knows.
few things. I used to one of my mates, Adwell. He was from Zimbabwe. He used to have all
Yeah.
the food that his mum
Yeah,
used
he's
to
trying
prepare.
to
To be
come
fair,
back.
That was amazing. I can't remember. Definitely have pounded yam.
Oh, is it?
You might be
I've
more
never
than
had
me.
pounded jam, you know.
I've never
Oh,
had
you
pounded
haven't
yam.
had-
No.
Shit, bro, you need to try it.
Bro, I've
man.
only
It's
ever
a
had,
nice
like-
soup,
like-
man.
Although you put
Jollof
it in the
food.
group chat the other day, Shane, yours, the portion that
Oh,
I
what is
had
it?
was so
Yeah,
much
no.
bigger.
To be fair, that's what because that was
It was
half.
like this.
That was
Yeah,
half.
it was
Oh,
like that,
really?
yeah, it was
Jesus.
huge, yeah. We all shared it.
Big handy.
That's
It wasn't
such-
like
I was gonna say, like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a huge bit, to be fair.
Yeah, no, because the
It was a
portion
good
I
one.
had, I had to cut it in half because I had to eat that and then I had to eat some after football as well. So I didn't eat all of it at once. But no, to be fair, I've never had pounded yam. It looks the same as sadza, but I've never had it.
But I've had a few.
Yeah,
I've had
I
a
thought
few
it's the
things,
same
and
thing,
I've
just
enjoyed
called
everything I've
different.
eaten. I'm not very good with remembering what they're called. And
Yeah,
it could
fair
have been
enough.
anything, couldn't it? Like
Yeah. To be honest, I don't think I've ever
Sorry,
eaten
man.
jollof. I've never had jollof.
What?
rice
You've never
before.
had
Swear not.
jollof?
I don't think so. And I think, but like,
Imagine that.
I feel like that's. I might be wrong, but I feel like it was more of a
looks
Caribbean dish. Like I know it obviously came from Africa, but
No,
like
it's like an
I-
African thing, really.
Yeah, I've never seen the Caribbean shop.
Nah, that's
Really?
more like
We don't-
was it rice and peas? Isn't it? That's
Yeah,
more.
it's more
That's
rice
more
and peas.
Caribbean.
But the rice and peas is what I would have had at home. Like when if my mum was cooking, well, like if it's Saturday, she'll put like beef with it and then what's it? Like spinach.
Oh,
So
okay.
good.
Mate, it was
Oh.
beautiful. Nothing beats mum's cooking, mate. Doesn't matter
Yeah,
who's
mum's
mum.
cooking,
Doesn't matter who's mum. If mum's
Yeah,
cooking.
you're
Mum's
right.
cooking is always the best.
No. My mum's a great cook. She's just like, the thing is with my mum is she's a great cook, but there's some things I just don't like. Like I hated mushrooms growing up, but you know what mums are like? I'm just like, I don't like that. You've always liked it, eat it. You
Oh,
do
yeah,
like it.
yeah,
They're telling you
yeah,
like
yeah.
it. It's just like, that's what I did.
Yeah.
I got force fed some things, but like the stuff I did like was good.
Is there food you
Yeah.
don't like? Or don't you like?
I didn't think I was fussy, but my missus says I'm fussy.
Really?
Yeah.
If you
I'm
had to
not
go
fussy.
to Nando's, what would you order?
Oh.
No. Nando's is too narrow because Nando's you're getting chicken.
No,
Unless
I
you're
mean,
not-
but what?
I mean, what
yeah,
spice?
Yeah, but that's just taste. No, I mean I'm on
what's the
about
sides
like,
that you're getting?
I'm on about like a whole like food like for example like mushroom. Like, I don't like mushroom.
Oh
Something
yeah,
like
no,
that.
yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But I was just asking about Nando. I wanted to get like.
I know it's fine. Yeah, we
spice-
changed
I wanted
subject.
to get
Obviously,
his
my
spice
question just
level.
wasn't relevant.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
fine.
no,
We'll-
So I can't-
he answered you, didn't he?
So yeah, no,
Yeah,
go
no,
on.
so for me, it's depends because I swear down it's hotter when you get it takeaway. I don't know why.
Well,
You mean like temperature? Or
No, I
spicy?
just like it feels spicy. I feel like they put more sauce on it.
What,
when it's
Nando's?
takeaway, yeah. So when I'm in the
I like
restaurant,
the
it's
takeaway,
hot.
though.
When I'm getting takeaway,
Tastes different.
Takeaway food. It's because
Yeah,
takeaway
I love
food is
it.
different.
Nando's
Yeah.
tastes different when it's takeaway.
When it's
It's
takeaway.
not the same.
I know it's the same, but for
It's
some
good.
reason it feels like hot. I don't know why. I just feel like it. But I don't know if it's because I'm at home and I have to refill it with drink in it. But
I think all food tastes different when you order it though.
Yeah,
Like if you order at Mackey's and then go to Mackey's, it's like eating two different
Yeah, the
things.
quality
But
goes
I get-
down by like 25%.
but I normally get hot. But I don't know. Like sometimes I get the fives. I like the fives.
Well, 4
Or
5.
chicken burger.
4 chicken
Yeah,
thighs.
yeah, that's what I usually.
It's either 4 chicken thighs or the butterfly thing. Butterfly chicken.
Mm.
Sometimes I'll get like maybe like a
And I'll
double
get
wrap or
rice.
something. You don't get rice?
No, I will get rice. I'll get rice and
I think the rice is dead personally.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I get garlic butter chips.
I put the sauce on it though.
I think that's dead. I think that's boring.
I know what you mean. To be fair.
It's mash. Something and
To be
mash.
fair, no, the
It's,
mash.
either, it's chips and
Actually, no, I've
mash.
stopped getting the rice. It's mash and garlic bread. I get it.
It's either mashed garlic bread, mash and rice, or mash and broccoli for me. The pea, I think
That's
the
dead, bro. Like, that's
that's
the worst possible.
But then with the mash, because the mash on its own is boring. But
Veg
you
and
just
mash.
put the sauce in it.
Veg and mash. Veg and mash.
Oh yeah, broccoli. Yeah, no.
I mean, each their own, innit? Each their own.
You're literally just putting it
That's
like
what
sticking it out.
that's what he likes. That's what he likes.
No, but you put the sauce with the mash. You don't need the mash on its own. That's boring.
The mash is actually decent to us, but it's not my go-to.
What's yours? What's your order?
Chips and garlic bread.
What's the
halloumi as well?
Oh, the halloumi style. Yeah, it has to be the one with the jam though. Not
Yeah, with the chili.
Because they give you like the cheaper one. This is like a couple of
Yeah,
strips,
that
and they
one's
give you the ones that are
Sweet
like
cheese, man.
the squares. Oh, so good. I hate cheese. I like much better than halloumi. I do too. And
Yeah.
burger cheese, but can you count that?
No, it's basically pasta.
That's not actually cheese.
No, I'll eat it. I can't have it.
Yeah, no, I'm not picky.
So back to your question. What did you say? So, what would you not eat? Is there like one particular food that you can't eat?
I mean, I don't like something like Brussels sprouts.
Yeah,
I'm not-
I rate
Brussels
Those
sprouts.
vegetables.
I'd rather go outside and just lick the floor.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You
No, I
wouldn't.
think I would. It's all put on my plate and that.
They're so
Give me 5
good.
minutes, I'll be back.
I rate them highly.
Really, Brussels sprouts.
In a tier list, they're about a C.
Do you know what a lot of people do though? You know.
I don't know why.
If they're done right, fry them with some like bacon bits.
Yeah, do you know what? That's good.
Yeah.
My mum used to do that in the morning, like the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
Maybe that's fine. Maybe what I've
Mash
had
up
is
some
not the
roast
right
potatoes
one.
left over as well. Have that with some sprouts and bacon.
I don't like couscous either.
I like
I
it.
like
I don't like
Couscous is BTEC rice to me.
I know what you mean though. It's more of a salad kind of dish. you know?
It goes in salad, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is that what?
You
It's
can
actually good for
picture
salad.
the bits of couscous sticking to the peppers and the tomatoes, can't you?
I think if you stick some
It's a Pizza Hut salad bar.
that pomegranate
Yeah.
they do sometimes, don't they? Is it pomegranate?
Yeah, I personally would
Like-
choose
That's alright, but
crunchy seeds in the couscous.
fuck
I'm
yeah.
a fan.
Is there anything you don't like particularly?
Ah, mushrooms, man. Mushrooms.
Oh, yeah,
mushrooms.
I like
Mushrooms
Like-
are goated.
cheese.
Nah, I'll try anything, man.
Yeah,
Honestly,
same.
try
I'll try
I'm not
anything,
fussed
but I
about
won't
food
like
at all.
everything.
No, I like most things. As long as it's got some sort of seasoning, I'll probably like it.
Mm.
I can't go without seasoning.
I'm easily pleased with food.
Fair enough. Speaking of foods, right?
I forgot what you're doing now.
Dating scenarios, right?
Yeah. How they
Right, we've got a couple of things, right? On a first date, right? Would you offer to pay for the meal? And would you?
Yeah, of course.
100%.
Mate,
Yeah, so-
it just depends how much money I've
No,
got.
no, no, no,
If I've got 20 quid and it comes
No, it
back as
depends.
like 19.
Depends if you.
Yeah, but
No,
why would
I
you go on a
don't
date
do-
with 20 quid?
Why would you ask?
Yeah,
why would you
true,
ask someone on a
true.
date if you had 20 quid?
Yeah. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
For me,
That's a good point.
You are like I think a man should offer,
Yeah, of course.
but a woman shouldn't expect.
Yeah.
Well, let's
That's
flip
fair.
it.
I think that's
Yeah.
fair.
That's what
You actually came up with a good point there about why would you ask someone on a date. Let's flip it this way. What if a girl asks you?
Then she pays.
Then would you expect her to pay?
If she's asking you on a date,
Personally, I would still want to pay, but I get
Oh,
what you're
still
saying.
offer.
But
If she
I get
went
what
now,
you're saying.
you kind of want her to. You'd want her to go. Now I ask you, I'll pay.
Yeah, no,
But
I do
I'd
want
happily
that.
pay.
Yeah,
I'd happily pay. But yeah, it'd be nice.
That'd
It'd
just
be
It'd be
nice to
nice
get
to
an
have to
offer.
offer. Yeah.
And if she offers as well, I'll just be there like, oh, like we can just split it.
But I'm not gonna have many dating stories.
No, honestly, me
I've
neither.
been on one.
you
I've been
don't
on
have to
one.
do so,
I've been on
yeah.
one date other than my girlfriend.
Oh, is it? Jeez.
That's to be honest, mate. That's one more than me.
Hey, combined, you've got one.
Yeah,
Other than our girlfriend.
we're on half a day each.
Yeah, you guys are kind of like relationship guys, aren't you?
To be fair,
What are we combined? 9 years.
I'm hitting 5 in February.
Yeah, we just hit. We a couple of last week we hit 4. We went
Yeah,
on
so
a 4-year
that's
anniversary. Miller and Carter. So that's 9 years. So we can be relationship.
There you
advisors.
go.
You two can be dating.
Yeah,
advisors.
right.
I'm in a relationship too, bro.
Oh, is it?
Oh, that's
Speak
just
up
you
then,
then,
Luke.
yeah.
Do
Speak up. Be
relationship.
proud. Be proud.
Be proud.
3.5 years, but I mean, I still got dating stories. So.
Yeah, nah.
Do you know,
Yeah,
the
good
amount
man.
of dating stories you can get.
Yeah,
I think
I've
you
got
can
a
carry
few,
the boat.
but
Yeah, I just realised I don't really kiss and tell like that. I'm not gonna. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I would never out my
Expose my
experiences.
business,
but
yeah.
Oh, 100%.
I'd,
I wouldn't. I'm
give-
not saying 100% I would.
I'd give my opinion, but
100% bidding.
Yeah, that's
100%
to be fair, I wouldn't say I've got like a story or an experience or anything like that. I would just say like,
Tails.
if you,
It's got tails.
if you were, it's not even that bad. If you were to ask me like, what's the worst date I've had, I would say I went to a burger place once with a girl and she weirdly ordered a burger, right, and put the bread to the side and ate just the bread and left the meat. And I just felt like that was really. Is that not weird? Or is
That's
that-
very
that's
weird.
very weird, right?
If you, because
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say she
Whoa.
ordered the burger and then ate
Ate
one
the
at a
burger.
time.
Nah,
see, then- see, then-
That makes a bit of
She
sense.
She separated it. She separated it and ate just the bread, and she didn't want to eat the
and
meat.
left the meat.
And
Yeah.
left the meat.
Did you pay for it?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No,
This
no,
goes back to if you pay for that, that's bad.
Because yeah, that's taking a piss.
Yeah,
You got
if
to
she's
pay for
expecting-
that.
if she's expecting you to pay for that, then
Nah, to be fair, I
That's a
think I
bit
might have done in the head, to be fair. But if I did, it would have
if
definitely.
she wants you to pay £20 for a bit of bread.
Did you go on a second date?
Nah.
Yeah.
That was the word. Because I just thought, because I like girls that can eat, innit? I like, you know what I mean? I like,
Well, yeah, you want to be able to like
just.
just scran.
Yeah, you know.
Like some of my
what I'm
best times with my girlfriend, like when we just got so much food in front of us and we've got something to watch, we're just like, yeah, we're gonna go ham.
saying? Man, say
Nah, I
go
hear
ham.
you on that one.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's nothing terrible, but I'd say that's pretty weird. you know what I
That
mean?
is very
That's
weird.
That's super
I know-
weird.
I
So she
know-
just wanted bread. Like, I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Well,
I
just
know-
ask them, don't waste the burger. Just ask them, can I have a bit of bread, honestly.
I know people.
Usually, a girl would eat the burger and then be like, "Oh, the bread too much calories." Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't make sense to eat the bread and just leave the.
I just
The
need-
burger.
yeah, bro.
That makes no
Shittiest
She's
sense.
part of
just
the
really
burger.
picky though. She's one of those like really picky eaters. You know what I mean?
I know people who dissect the burger and they'll eat one thing at a time, which makes somewhat sense because they still finish it.
That's just stupid.
What-
It's
what-
just pointless.
What's weird is that she knew we were going to a burger place as well. So it's like, what
Yeah,
else
yeah.
did you expect to
Mate,
order?
she that was premeditated. She's there like, we're going.
Yeah.
I'm eating bread and
Maybe that's her favourite thing.
I
Maybe
think
that's
she's
she's
just
loved that
having
all her life. She's loved the buns from
just like, I love bread.
I love bread.
Yeah, maybe she just loves it.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of an odd one to be honest.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't-
Speaking of
Okay,
food,
no, she's had
speaking of food and relationships, yeah. How annoying is it when you go to the shops and say, and you go, oh, I'm just gonna buy some food, pick something up. Do you want anything? And they're like, oh, no, I'm good. And then you buy some stuff for yourself, and you come back, and they're like, oh, can I have some of that? And
No.
it's like trying to like,
I can't.
Should be wearing it.
I can't. I've got to be honest. I do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
do
do
that.
that?
I do that.
Oh,
That's what
right.
I'm
about to
going
say that as well.
My girlfriend will go to the
I
shop.
don't
She's
think
like,
that.
"Do you want anything?" I'm like, "Nah." She'll come back with some crisps. Let's have a
Yeah.
crisp.
You don't know what you want until you see it.
Yeah.
I'm that kind of person.
I understand my being on because if I did the same, I'd be like, "Fuck off."
Nah, if it smells
Nah, we
like,
just-
why
we-
didn't you just tell
We
me
do
you
all of
want
ours
some?
online. Our shopping online. Like, on
Oh,
instant
is it?
delivery.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So
that,
like, at
that
the end,
one.
we'll just buy our own crisps.
I've got to be
Like,
honest.
the ones that
that's
shit, like,
fine.
because they have some good offers, like 3 bags for like £4.
I don't think
That's
I like
fine.
having
That's
food
fine.
ordered at all.
Would
Yeah.
you?
No takeaway, no groceries, nothing. I'd rather go out and
Yeah, I
get
need to
it.
go out and see
Why?
it.
Because you want to see the food, like.
If it's like groceries, then yeah, I want to see
Yeah.
it because I might not be
Takeaways,
thinking
I don't
what I
care.
actually want. Takeaway, like we said earlier, the food just tastes different. It's just better when it comes to you from the kitchen rather than kitchen to the back of someone's bike.
Yeah, I get what you're
To
saying.
the-
I don't know how
Yeah.
clean that bag is.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't lie, my delivery bag when I used to work delivery got sticky.
You worked at
No.
delivery.
Is it? I didn't know
Full
that.
curries, yeah.
To be fair, I worked at Domino's doing delivery, but that lasted 2 days.
2 days. man.
Manager was a prick.
Why was it?
But I remember when we first started, because me and Chelsea, we started at the same time. She left after the first day, and I left after the second
No
day.
way.
And the manager basically, he was like, the first ones that we did, he was like the first deliveries. So the way it worked is you had to be like 18 minutes at the most, and that's picking up the pizza, getting out, and then coming back.
What
Like
was this on? Was this on a push bike or?
No, I was in my car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was obviously a local area, but like it was like the first 2 or 3. We'd come back and you'd be there like, yeah, you've just got to be quicker, mate. Sorry, and that was it. Is that like, all right, thanks for the vote of confidence. And
Oh, that's so.
so yeah,
But how long was you taking though?
like 19, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Like maybe like no, like a little bit long, maybe a little bit longer, but like the first few, and there was no like. I understand all you're doing is pick up pizza, put it in your car, and just go drive. But like, no, it's just really like it's kind of trying to ease into it. And say like, yeah, you need to be quicker, by the way. So I'm like, oh, okay. Even if that was the case, there's a way of saying it. But
Yeah, of
nah,
course.
he was a dick.
I've only heard bad things from Domino's.
Mate, there's no one like people going in and out of jobs. There's obviously something wrong with the job.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's what
People
those jobs
leaving
are.
that
They're
often.
you know like low entry, kind of low level, not low level.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, you don't
They don't
essentially.
have that much experience.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
They'll
why,
hire basically
yeah,
anyone,
you
sort of thing.
kind of get what you should kind of expect with those jobs.
Have you seen those delivery
Start
videos
jobs.
on Facebook and that where they're just like in the front door with the delivery and they're like, bring it upstairs, and they're like, nah, you come downstairs. You seen that?
No.
I know my own of that. Shit, alright, cool. I've got that. I thought it was actually quite popular videos.
No.
Nah,
I don't
yeah,
have social media.
Oh, you don't really?
Nah, I got WhatsApp and that's it.
Oh, you don't
Well,
go on
how come?
Facebook and that?
Boring. I deleted Facebook about probably like 6 years ago now. I don't know my login to Instagram. I've got it on my computer, but I don't have it on
Oh,
my
you just make a
phone.
new one.
Huh?
Or you just don't want it.
No, I don't care anymore. Yeah.
So how do you
Yeah.
keep up? Because this is an interesting one. How do you keep up with just like what's going on in the
Like,
world?
so-
My
Yeah,
girlfriend's got
Twitter's
it.
my
Okay.
news.
Yeah.
Twitter's my
Yeah,
news.
because that's the only way I really kind of
Yeah.
keep up with what's going on. Is Instagram.
I can't live without Twitter.
Yeah, my Twitter's. I think Twitter's
I don't
the
really use
worst.
Twitter.
The worst out the lot.
Yeah.
Twitter's
Mm.
best.
I think Twitter's for people who just want to try and trigger other people.
Exactly.
It's-
cool.
I guess I understand the comedy, but I get when you're in the space, it looks toxic.
Yeah,
If Facebook's for if you're 40,
Yeah,
And
Facebook's more for
Instagram, I mean
If you're
Instagram's for
40,
whatever.
It is like older people. Use
Yeah, I know
my
what
mum
you mean,
uses
to be
Facebook.
fair.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
like them ones.
That's
Yeah,
their
yeah.
social network.
Yeah.
I guess
I agree.
Instagram is a bit of everything.
They
isn't
check in at
I
pubs
use
on a
Facebook
Sunday.
just
Yeah,
for-
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? We
Yeah.
just checked in at the Grove.
They post every single day. Like,
I use Facebook just for chat, for Messenger. I've got a few group chats.
Yeah, but that's
on there,
what
like
you
my
would-
football team.
Even
and
now,
that.
I've just got, you can get Messenger. I've got messengers,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I still have
That's the
Facebook. The only reason I still have it is just to have people, because I've got people from school and uni.
Yeah,
so it's like
yeah,
it's
to,
just
like, keep in
it's just to
touch.
not lose those people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
makes
really
sense.
use it.
But when's the last time you spoke to any of them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
still
a good
good.
point.
But I still see what they're doing in their life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Ah,
I,
Do you know what I mean?
That's
Yeah,
fair.
You keep tabs on people.
I
just
see
make
all
sure
their
they're good.
graduate, the people that I knew that were going into first year, and I was in third year. You see all them graduating, that's cool to see. But
Yeah.
Yeah, you see stuff like that. You know,
and to be fair,
people
it reminds
making
you-
moves in life.
every
and
morning I'll
progressing,
get
you know.
is so and so's birthday. It reminds me of birthdays as well. To be fair,
Is it?
it's good at reminding people of birthdays. having
Yeah,
birthdays.
true.
Yeah,
actually,
yeah,
because
it
it
is, it
pops
is.
up, doesn't it? Yeah,
like
that's
someone
true.
and 2 others have their birthday today, and it helps you out.
That is
Yeah,
actually
Yeah,
that's funny because I'm so different. I feel like if you don't if you didn't remember my birthday, then
You
we probably weren't that close in the
yeah,
first place.
true.
I know what you mean. Obviously,
When's
you
your
remember
birthday?
your close friends.
You're such a Grinch.
I know that.
I am, mate.
This is
Mate,
way
I'm-
wearing the green.
You think about it properly, man. That's I would say, yeah. I would say it's a negative kind of perspective to look at things. Though.
Sorry, bro.
I would say it's a negative way of looking at things.
The
Though.
Grinch don't have dreads.
No.
No, because you know the little thing that he's got.
Oh, the hat.
Yeah. But yeah, no, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, no, I would say that's negative. That's a negative way of looking at things, though, because not everyone's going to remember your birthday or have time.
Yeah,
to
that's
remember
true.
your
Yeah,
birthday.
it doesn't mean that they're not.
People just have life going on, man. They don't.
Yeah,
you
that's-
can't.
Yeah, no.
You can't hold that against them.
But then, like, if we didn't talk, then my life isn't going to change, and neither is theirs. So
I do find,
Yeah,
I do
that's
find
true,
feeling like having to say happy birthday is a bit of a weird thing. Like,
That's
I
like,
get some people that I don't speak to all year. The only time I speak to them is when they're wishing me happy birthday. Like, what's the
Like,
point?
if you
Yeah,
look back through your
yeah,
conversation,
you
it's
are
just
right.
happy birthday, happy birthday, happy. Like, that's not.
That's better than nothing, though, I guess.
To me, that's not. I'd rather.
You
I'd
put more
rather
effort on my birthday having to reply to these.
exactly. Mate, I'd rather. I'd
Yeah, but
rather.
what? Do you know what?
I don't
You're
even
both
reply to
responsible
that,
for
bro.
that.
It's too many.
'Cause
It's
There's
too
certain
many
people
most
that
of the
I've.
time to be-
Oh shit! There's certain people that I used to be close with at some point in life, or even 5 years ago. You was hanging around with different people, or you was close to different people, and then you just move on. You go your separate ways for whatever reason. They go to uni,
Yeah, I
or
suppose.
you go to uni, or you just
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
I think
you
the
move
re-
houses. You
Life
distance yourself.
happens,
Yeah, life
basically.
happens, isn't it?
Yeah, life
Although-
happens.
People progress and get on with things.
Yeah.
Although I think the real test after that then is if you see each other in person, then what's the conversation like? Like, because there's people that I don't speak to
You're
ever.
just catching up.
Yeah, but like, there's people who I'll see from like my secondary school or whatever, and I'll stop and talk to them.
Yeah.
Like we were like proper close, but then there might be people that I see and I won't bother. Like,
Yeah.
like
cool.
even if I spoke
that's
to them
cool, though.
before,
You don't have to,
Yeah,
you
to be fair.
don't have to be friendly with everybody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be fair, no, it
That's
does
fair
help having Facebook though. I think going back to it, 'cause I saw someone not too long ago, and I wouldn't have known he had a kid if I didn't have him on Facebook.
Yeah.
So when I saw him, I was like,
Oh, you were
that
able
was
to
the
have a
kid.
conversation.
I didn't say
Mm.
just how's the kid, but like, do you know what I mean? I was able to ask him about it.
no, I guess as a speech
So I
child,
think
I just
grow
should be
up.
fucked, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not very social like that, so I don't bother.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, true. So,
Each to their own, I guess.
right, one thing that I've been wanting to ask you guys, right? So we've had this conversation before in the office. I don't know if you remember the talk of can a guy and a girl be good friends without feelings being involved,
Yeah,
like for a prolonged period of time,
100%.
like the whole friend zone.
Yeah,
type
I'd say yeah.
situation.
I'd say yeah.
Is it that straight up? Just that
Yeah.
simple.
Do you not
as
think
that?
so?
If
Yeah.
you're grown,
It's
if you're
a talking
grown
point.
with it, then of course you got.
Yeah, that's true. To be fair, I guess.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
that's
What
good.
do you mean? What? So,
Well, like if you're hanging out all the time and you're.
it depends how you hang
Basically,
No,
it's-
there's a difference, sir. There's a difference. If you're just hanging around with one girl all the time, just you and them. That's different.
That's the scenario.
that's-
I'm
you're
saying.
pretty
Like,
much dating
you're
at that
literally
point.
no, that's what I'm saying. But you're literally best friends.
But is it-
I don't know about
But
best
then,
friends.
but then, yeah, but then you
That's
said,
what-
You could be
the
friends
question-
with
that's the question
with a
I'm
girl.
asking.
Friends, like
Oh
as
yeah,
girlfriends,
of course.
casual.
Like I've got loads of friends.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
who are girls. That's not what I
What do
mean.
you mean, like
I
girl,
mean
guy,
like
best
like
friends?
close best friends. Like
I don't know. I can't
That's
say.
what-
I don't
that's
have
what
a
I
girl
mean.
best friend.
Nah,
so-
neither me.
but then
And I
why?
So,
wasn't-
have you never been in that situation before where you've had a girl who's actually like your best friend, but like
I've never
Nah,
been.
I can't say so.
nah.
But I
I guess you can't really judge on that.
I've had.
I mean, close to certain girls, but it's not. You know,
Not
they can
like
be cool with.
not like best
Like
friends.
not like best friends. Cool with her every day.
Nah, back in school I used to have a few like girl friends that would talk and stuff like that. But I kind of felt like sometimes I'm like, I feel like you kind of do me a little bit. And obviously I did kind of like her
But
sometimes.
I reckon that's just because you think there's tension. That doesn't mean
Oh
that there is tension.
yeah.
Like in fact, because we're men and men are dogs.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if you get close to
That's what I mean.
That's just you thinking what
Billy literally just said, yeah, I was just feeling it.
Yeah.
He literally- every time he had a close mate who was a girl, he's like, he ended up getting
Exactly,
it.
like-
I didn't say every time.
And this is why.
Because
I
I actually reckon because men are dogs. I've listened to
They're
quite a few
down.
different people say
Stick down.
if you like men and women can't be friends because as soon as the woman calls the man, if a girl calls a boy up, it's 10 p.m. Like I say it's Friday night, you got nothing planned, and they're like, "Oh, do you want to come round?"
Yeah.
Like, what are you saying? Like, come round.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. The man's going around because he wants to smash
Exactly.
it.
This is exactly my
Because
point.
men are dogs.
But how's it? What are they calling you for? Are they calling you for to come around and
It's like
Well, 9 times
That's
out
what
of
they
10,
call
though,
you around.
what,
Yeah, why would they be
what,
doing
what,
that?
We're calling you around to do what?
that's chill.
That's a different situation then.
Because they might have called one of their girlmates and their girlmates
You're
didn't.
saying the guy will be thinking, I'm gonna go smash.
In his head, he's there like.
Because the guy would definitely be
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
than playing
you're
FIFA
right,
unless he smashed it.
Yeah.
So he'd be like, unless why would I drop this controller right now if I'm not
Well,
gonna
then I guess if you actually truly value the girl's
That's
friendship,
right.
Yeah, it's
you
different,
actually
isn't it?
would,
It just
yeah.
depends what
But
kind
I'm
of
gonna
vibe
be
you
in that- I'm
want.
gonna be in
Yeah.
that situation.
Yeah,
Me neither. No, I
No,
haven't.
it's just
Because this is the thing, let's be clear, like, you would know
think
if
girls
you
find
like
it
each other.
boring.
Do you know what I mean? That would be pretty clear.
I don't know though.
If you're just cool and you just know it's a friends thing, then that's different. Look, you set those boundaries, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So you would
But
know from the
I
start.
just feel like somebody
kind of
else
vibe
would make
someone's
it
got.
different.
Because in theory, there should be no difference between being friends with a boy and a girl. Like it shouldn't matter.
No,
There's
there's
always gonna be a
It shouldn't
difference.
matter, but the law of attraction
Yeah,
means
yeah,
that,
like-
that sometimes eventually, I mean, let's be honest here, why are you friends with someone? Because you think that, oh, this person's a cool person, right? But then if that person is a female and you're a guy, the law of attraction, typically you start getting like drawn to each other.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Whereas-
yeah, yeah, proximity
whereas
is
like,
close
like
naturally,
with
innit?
boys, yeah, we're just boys, innit? Like, you know what I mean? It's completely different. But when it's with a girl, it's like, oh, you're kind of cool. Especially if she's pretty as well and all that.
Yeah,
That's why
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You start to see certain values within each other that could lead to
That
something
could lead
different.
to something
But
different.
no, to be fair, where I disagree though is that it's not the case all the time though.
No,
You know,
you're
sometimes
right.
you can just be like, actually, do you know what? She's
No,
cool.
I-
We're just friends. Like, I value our friendship more.
Well,
than
is that in the best friend type situation or just like a casual friend?
actual friends. Like,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what
you
I'm
can be.
saying.
You can just be friends and not. You can be friends with a girl and just not want to fuck. Do you know what I mean? That's.
Yeah, like that's if you're distant.
I just value them for like what they bring to your life and not be thinking that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But then on the
I'm
other
gonna
hand,
smash it tomorrow.
you'd go for a meal with your mate. But then Shane like or Luke, me, I wouldn't go out for dinner with a girl. My girlfriend would go out with a guy for dinner.
Exactly.
But we didn't go out with our mates.
That's actually a very good point,
Yeah.
actually. So
Yeah, once you're in a relationship, that can't run though.
That's what
but,
I mean.
but why not though? If
Because
they're
of
just
that-
I'm
friends.
saying, yo,
You-
why
you-
not?
you-
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
But that's what I mean. Because
Exactly.
because
You
it's,
prove the
but,
point.
because there's, I
But
think
why
'cause there's-
don't you let
But at the same time, do you know what? There's an element of it. Do you know what it is? There's an element of it that's just like almost a bit fake though, because you're just there being desperate, just ready to pounce at any moment. Do you know what I mean?
But you literally
Wait
just
at that
said 2 minutes
vulnerable
ago.
moment.
You just said 2 minutes ago, like, oh, you can be friends with
No,
her.
but from
And
the
you
guy's
are
perspective,
right,
yeah,
bro.
you can do that. I think you can do that. That's,
But you are right
perfect
though. Like
sensible.
more time, the guys thinking. I feel like girls are more like calmer about these things.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
they're just
yeah,
like
yeah, they can
girls
be.
are like, oh, you're literally just my friend. That's calm.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's the guys.
And
more
don't get
to
twisted
know,
though.
be
From
like,
the girl side though, so as much as there could be like the desperate side from a guy
yeah.
who just wants to get his dick up, but there's also the girl side which likes the attention.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
That's
So that's
true.
it's
That's
two
No,
people
because
just kind of
everyone's
like.
just sat there going, I know you.
And then
Exactly.
they'll
feed
feed
While
you.
they're
They'll
eating there, I know you're
they'll
hungry.
actually
Yeah,
feed
yeah,
you
yeah,
to the
tease you a
front.
little bit.
Yeah, they'll tease you. They
Yeah,
know
so
that you fancy.
It's up
them.
to you if you want to entertain that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then,
I would entertain that personally, but
but then because men are dogs. If a girl starts doing that and a man starts laying it
gets
on,
worse
she,
and
she,
worse.
she might
Yeah.
she might be there like,
He's
oh,
gonna
maybe
keep
I actually
trying.
do want
Yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he'll keep trying.
Yeah, but then
Then
eventually
she'll
she,
keep enjoying it.
no, but what I'm saying is, okay, I
That's
do
why-
agree
that's
with
why
you.
the
on
answer's
that.
no.
I fully think that.
Do you
I
see
think
what
it's
I'm
half and
saying?
half. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's why I
But-
think like it's a talking point.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like
I
you
do
can
know what you
go
mean.
either way.
I
Do
do
you
know
know
what you
what I'm
mean. But as I said,
I do
once
think
it gets to a relationship, I think that you just got to cut it off. You can't. You know what?
Yeah,
What are you being friends with?
I agree with you, yeah.
Yeah.
But then
It
that
depends.
kind of proves though that really you can't really be because there's always going
No,
to
you
be that
can.
thing.
No, but you could you can still be friends, but you can't be
You can't be,
texting.
like,
You can't be
seeing them
texting
and-
someone's girl's phone every 5 minutes anymore.
yeah,
You
but
know?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
But then-
going out
but then-
together,
but
don't
then
go
it-
to cinema. And,
Yeah, but then it would be unfair on her if you, as the boyfriend, then suddenly start
but I'm
saying,
not saying-
"Oh, this friend that you've been best friends with."
You
for
gotta lock it
5
off.
years."
She should
All of a
recognise it
sudden
anyway,
you
though.
have to, like,
she shouldn't want it. Girls do that anyway. Girls get in a
Yeah, but
relationship.
you speak to your boys less when they get in a relationship.
Exactly, that's what I'm
No
saying.
different.
That
That's
stops
true,
anyway. That
actually.
stops.
That is
but then
regardless.
But then
Yeah.
speaking less.
Girls
doesn't
cut
make
off their
you less-
friends as soon as they get the relationship.
But then
Do you know what I mean?
speaking less to your friends doesn't make you any less friends.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
if, you're
I
in,
know what it
if,
is.
you're in a relationship and you just obviously you're not going to speak to them because you've got to divide your attention by whatever.
Mm,
But
yeah.
like I think personally it shouldn't matter. I think it's because I'm the same.
That's
Where
a fair point.
like my opinion would be it comes down to how Like
Trust.
how
It
insecure
comes
you
down to
feel as a
trust,
person.
Yeah.
Like
guess
if
so.
I feel insecure and my girlfriend went out with a boy, I'd just be gritting my teeth on the inside. Like,
Yeah,
nah, it's
yeah.
fine, it doesn't matter. But like,
Don't get me wrong, yeah. Sorry to cut you, man.
Nah, go on.
Sorry. I was just gonna say, like, I've had exes before where they've been mates with boys and they've gone out and had drinks or whatever, and it's been cool. But you see, the thing is, though, I've known that boy since even before we got together. Like, we all worked together, so it's like it was like my mate as well. So I trusted him. Does
Yeah,
that,
if
does
you're
that
from
make
the same
sense?
friendship group,
So
Yeah.
if in that scenario, I'll be like, oh, that's cool. Like, I
Yeah,
know you. You're my boy as well as her friend. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can do.
Yeah, but this is the thing that I just don't know. Yeah, I think it gets too much if you're just like, you just can't have your girl or your you can't have your girlfriend or boyfriend moving with the opposite sex, being
Like,
best friends.
Yeah, I
while
get
you're
what
in a
saying.
relationship with them, like that just can't work
But at the same time, though,
because you just never know the other person's intentions, and that's
you
too
know the
much
man's
to deal with.
intentions. Man
Yeah,
wants to
you know the
smash.
guy's intentions.
It's
He's
also,
just waiting for you to fuck up. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
That's all.
That's my point.
And why would you want to be that guy? That's the thing. That's my main point.
Yeah, like
Why would you want to be that guy? I wouldn't want to be that guy.
What do you want from her? Like,
Yeah.
You've been thinking that, innit? Like,
Where's your other friends, bro?
you trust your girl. You trust your girl fully,
Yeah.
but it's the guy that you be thinking, I don't know him.
Yeah.
So that's
What
what
does
I'm
he
saying.
want?
Unless
Where's his
I know him,
girlfriend?
unless I'm already
Why is he not
mates with
watching football? with
Yeah,
his friends?
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he wants to be out with you,
Yeah.
going to a restaurant.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
But at the same time, though, like, at what point do you stop yourself and say, okay, listen, like, you're your own person, and I can't stop you from doing what you want.
That's
Yeah,
what I
of
mean.
course.
There is
Yeah,
another side to
yeah,
it as well.
yeah.
that if you're in
Control
a
it.
relationship,
Yeah, so
if
it's
you're
like,
in a-
but-
Bro, as I said, if your girl is really on you like that, she would just know the deal already.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna do that.
yeah,
She's not gonna be wanting to move with her boy
At the
best
end of the
friend.
day.
She's gonna be wanting to be
So
be
that's
with
what I
you
mean.
all the time.
She ain't gonna want to go out and like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's not
that's
gonna be
true.
wanting
That's
to
And
do
in
that.
a relationship, you don't want they're your priority, your partner.
Yeah, that's true.
So like you don't like I wouldn't go out on a for dinner with a girl even if she's my mate or not because I know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I mean, out of respect.
you said
Yeah, out
earlier,
of respect.
you'd be gritting your teeth, but you wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
But it's Chelsea's job not to make you sit at home gritting your teeth, innit?
Yeah,
So,
that's
I
true.
mean,
That's true. Yeah,
So- so
that's
it's
true.
both
That's
ways.
true. It works both ways,
It never
doesn't
gets
it?
to that point.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think that's a good way to
Yeah.
kind of conclude that.
Yeah, it
So-
does take both parties to actually kind of respect each other in that
Yeah.
that kind of situation.
Yeah,
to be
I
honest.
think that's fair.
So on the talking point of like both parties respecting each other, right? So there's this thing of like this is just a talking point, right? I'm not saying that I'm going one way or the other, right? But there's this thing of like girls wearing what they want, right? And you know how like in relationships, in relationships, yeah, there's that thing of like, oh, like if your girlfriend isn't wearing a bra, for example, would you want her like walking down the streets with like nipples like showing through the shirt and stuff like that? Because you know that boys are gonna be looking and be thinking, oh, no, I'm saying like certain things. So for example, like say if she's going out on a night out and she's wearing like a really low cut top and like stuff like that, would you be like secure in her like going out looking that way? And the second part of that question is, what can you do or can you do anything? Because personally, I would say like you might not be very happy about it, but there's not too much you can kind of
Yeah,
say
you
because it's
Oh,
like
Give
it
your opinion.
depends. Okay, go on.
No, I was gonna say you can give your opinion.
yeah.
You can say, like you can even just be honest. I reckon you just got to be honest. Like, I'm not comfortable with you going out,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
you can
What
do what
you
you
can do.
like.
Thank you. So I've actually had the only reason I put this up because I've had this exact scenario before, yeah. And I said to my ex at the time, I said, look, listen, right, I feel like I have to let you know as the man, I feel like I have to let you know that I'm not comfortable in what you're wearing, but obviously you can wear what you want if you do actually want to go out and wear it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I just have to let you know that I'm not comfortable in you. And bro,
So in other words,
the
you
way-
can't wear.
but
Yeah, that's what
what you're basically saying.
That was a rebuttal, and I didn't
Yeah.
fully understand it at the
No,
time.
because for me,
Can you try and enlighten me on that?
for me, I have enough trust that she can wear what the fuck she wants.
No,
You
but
know,
listen,
I
I think
know
the main question-
all the man them can look at her if they want.
Yeah,
And I know she's not going to go anywhere. I think it all comes down to the relationship.
Yeah, don't
Do
get
you
me
know what I
wrong there. I would trust her, but I wouldn't trust the guys looking at her and stuff. Do you
So
see
what are they
I'm
gonna do
saying?
Yeah,
by
but
Yeah.
what you
What's-
can't
what's-
control
what's-
that.
Yeah,
It's
Regardless of
yeah.
what she's wearing, bro.
It's a blessing
Yeah, I
that
guess
you
so.
got all these guys looking at you.
Yeah, you could actually look
Do you
at
know what I
like,
mean?
oh yeah, they're checking
Because
out
they're
my
probably
girl.
like, oh, she's clearly not getting anything tonight.
Yeah.
She's shagging.
Can I ask you a question on this one?
Yeah.
So, like, what was your girl wearing before you met before you met her?
I was
when you
thinking
met
the
her.
same thing.
Ah,
When
So she wearing the same shit?
she
Because
always-
that's what you did, bro.
No,
That's what you like. That's what you wanted.
Listen to me. I get you. Yeah, I never once said to her that. Listen, don't wear what you want. I never.
But you didn't
said-
like it. But you liked it before.
Yeah, but listen.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
That's
listen.
That's
I
different, bro.
You're right, but when you're actually in a relationship, I feel like sometimes you gotta like wear like respectful clothes in it. Like
Maybe-
that's the way I look at it. When you're actually in a relationship,
But
'cause you've
that's
got
what
a
you was
man,
feeling,
innit?
right? Like you was feeling
No,
that before.
no,
But then
I
it's
was,
kinda-
but not what I'm saying. But
So
now
that's
it's
what you
different.
got. That's what you got to deal with
No,
now.
that's
It's
what I'm saying. I
being-
want it
it's-
for me, innit? I want
but
it
it's
for
like-
me.
it's like
I don't
being
want
the
no
same
other
thing.
man.
I know what you
doing
mean,
that.
but you can't just
That's
say
what
that.
I'm
You
saying.
can't just say that.
But that's what, bro.
Oh,
don't-
but you
don't-
change-
don't-
would you
don't-
change-
don't-
would you-
don't-
would you
don't-
change
I-
your-
don't-
would you
don't
change
get
your
it twisted, yeah. I don't want this to look like I'm telling someone don't wear
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you
yeah.
want, yeah. First of all, like I said, I initially said like I feel like I have to say though,
Yeah,
like you do have to bring it up. I never once say like I'm not leaving the house without you
Yeah.
with you wearing that. I'm not like that. I just say like, look, I don't feel comfortable with that. Like, but
Yeah, because you're getting too much
But if
attention.
in your
from guys,
yeah,
relationship-
you're
but-
getting
I
attention
get that.
there. Yeah, it's not that I don't trust you, but it's the attention.
And
from-
I'm guessing she
Sorry,
said this.
No, it's calm. You were speaking like that. If in your relationship though, if you just got to look, if she went, oh, I'm not that comfortable, but I don't really rate what you're wearing. I thought I'd
Yeah.
say, I thought I'd
But do you know what, Danny, though?
Yeah,
you
There's
can
no-
wear it
there-
if you want. But
There's
I'm
no
not-
equivalent though.
That's what I mean. But that's the closest thing I can say.
I
like,
actually, that's
that's what
why.
I mean. And then if you took that on the chin and went, yeah, that's calm.
Yeah, it's
Then
fine.
if that's how your relationship works, then that's calm. That's
Yeah,
cool.
mate. Yeah, there's been a couple times. I remember we went to Amsterdam once, and when we go out, we like to like match a little bit, like wear the same colors and stuff. So there have actually been times where she has actually said to me like, oh, that why you? She's actually said to me like, why are you wearing that? That doesn't look good with what I'm wearing. And then I've actually had to change.
Get it
That's
out.
what I'm saying.
So
bro.
then, if
So
you
I'm-
find that okay for her
so-
to do that, then
yeah, so that's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Do you know what? That's on your terms though.
But
Like,
I
you've let
actually
that happen.
didn't mind it.
yeah, that's what I
actually
mean. That's
thought-
your
I
terms.
actually
It
looked at it
depends. It's
like,
all
I'm
dependent
like,
on the
oh yeah,
relationship.
that's just true.
No, but listen, if you was at the beach now
Yeah.
and you was topless, your girl told you put back on your top because girls are looking.
Beach is different.
Well, that's a
Beach
bit
is
different. Listen,
Why is it different?
Because you're allowed to have no top on. at the
Yeah,
beach.
but then-
She's allowed to have. She's allowed to wear no bra.
Yeah, if she's wearing a
Onto her top.
bikini in the beach, I'm not gonna
If
say.
you're going,
what's wrong with that? There's
if you're
nothing
going,
wrong with that.
if you're going to the dinosaur museum and she's got a bikini on, that's different, isn't it? The beach is completely different. Of course,
Yeah,
you can have
yeah,
your top on.
yeah.
If she
Yeah,
went put your
there's
top
nothing-
on, that'd be mad.
Yeah, bro, you're
Oh,
making
let's go
this
to the
seem
beach.
No,
like-
Have your top on.
No, not at all.
It's like
I'm just saying.
West
because-
Indian guy, like Muslim girl, like you can't go out, like you have to be, like you can only have your feet
Bro.
showing aside. I'm not that peak, bro.
No, I'm just saying because there's no equivalent to like men don't wear men. There's no like
There's no equivalent to
Yeah,
for,
you can't
for women
compare
wearing revealing things.
what a
to
woman
men.
would say to you. Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, like I kind of gave an example earlier about like with the matching clothes and stuff. I know
That's
it's
not really
it's
an
kind of
example,
different.
though.
It's
Nah,
kind
actually,
of
that's hard.
different.
No, I
Completely
disagree. When I was
kinda
at uni,
different, but-
were you in a society at uni?
Nah.
Because I was in football, yeah, and we had to wear some stupid outfits. I had to wear, we used to have to wear like boxers out. To the night out.
Oh yeah, they make you do
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And sometimes,
Mate, what
like,
is this
sometimes,
frat house?
sometimes,
Yeah,
like,
that's what
Stuff
like that,
I've
yeah,
had-
they
sometimes
do
I've
stuff
had some
like
really
that.
tight, like bright, luminous.
Like hot pants,
Yeah, and like, I'd have the same top on, like a
like a matching top.
and I like, and I'd wear stuff like that, and you could see the proper outline of my bits, right? and Meg would say, "You're not going out. You're not going with that showing." So there is that similar
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
And I look down.
But
at
how
the-
often do men do that,
You
though?
actually had that before.
I've
so-
had that before, and
There you
I fully
go.
got it because I looked in the mirror. I was like, "You can see my cock." So I would feel peak that girls would be seeing.
Exactly.
That's peak for you,
And
though.
I was
But-
yeah, but I was happy. I was happy. What I did.
You was
was
happy to
chat-
walk out like that.
But then it's on
Yeah,
you.
but- yeah, but-
Or did you wanna change it
decide
anyway?
if you want to do it.
See,
or
but
not.
I was happy to walk out like that, not consider. I personally didn't think anyone would want to look at my cock until. But then I realised that.
But then it's just like if you flip it
That's
around,
because
it's
I
like
just.
the girls
That's
walking
because
around
I
like
just
this,
didn't think. That's because I didn't think.
Exactly. You see that's
But the
actually-
girls do it with intention. That's the difference.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then,
oh, that's
yeah, but
true.
you, but you,
that's-
but you
that's
can't.
the that's
You
a
can't
touchy
assume that
subject.
they're doing it with
No,
it.
Yeah,
no.
that's
I'm
the-
not- So you know,
they
because
could
you
be
said
doing it for.
they're not wearing their.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that
They're
they're
wrong,
doing
do you know what I mean?
I'm not saying that they're doing it for attention. I'm not saying that they're
No,
going
no. There's intention behind it. Like you're wearing.
you're
if
wearing
you're
it
wearing.
provocatively.
Yeah. That's the difference.
Let me say what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, go
innit?
on.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they're dressing like that because they're trying to get attention from men. Yeah,
Mm.
I know that a lot of the time when girls dress the way they do is because they like to make themselves feel better because they feel like they look good. So it's for their own self-esteem. But what I'm saying is that although they're not doing it to draw the attention, they will be getting the attention. That's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, it's still on them. If they say whatever, I'm still gonna wear it. That's cool. I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, I told you I didn't like it, and you still. It's like whatever, innit? It's
Okay, so
calm.
you just let it go. You're happy for them to.
Of course.
Okay, good.
There's no.
I thought you-
there's
But
no-
then,
had an
at this
issue
point,
with it.
but then at this point,
No, bro.
but then at
it's
that point,
no,
what's
but-
the point in saying anything?
Because
Because then you're saying
yeah,
you've
it's
been putting
true.
in her head on the.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm turning her head
What's the
now,
point of
like,
saying
yeah.
anything?
I do get that, to be fair. When you
Because
say
it obviously
that way.
bothered you. Do you know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong, but yeah, there's something can bother
did,
you,
didn't
but you can't really.
Alright, so how
You
much
can't-
times did this
you can't-
conversation
you can't
happen? Was
control
it more than once?
No, it happened once, to be fair. On
Okay.
our way to the shop.
And that was it.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
have you
no,
And
realised
then she
you
wore the
really-
same thing again another time. You
Bro,
didn't say anything.
I feel like you're trying to put words. in
I'm
my
not.
mouth.
I'm just
You put
asking.
this on yourself. You
Yeah,
are
yeah.
wrong.
We're
You
just trying to
told
investigate.
Girlfriend, she's fucking going out in that. You're saying it.
Locked her in the house in the cupboard.
Look,
And then moaned at her and she
I'm-
moaned at you.
No, I never said that.
I'm joking, I'm joking.
Oh my god. This was.
I know, the only thing- the only thing
He's
you denied-
not looking good.
The only thing he denied
That's
there
it,
was
people-
that. He didn't deny the shed or anything else. He denied
What's
that. No, don't worry.
I think I missed the other bits, to be fair.
Yeah,
I
you
deny
lock
it
it
all.
out,
I
you lock
deny
it out.
it all. Whatever you said, I deny it all. Oh my days, man.
Good,
But yeah,
good start. Being
That was
accused of
actually- yeah,
kidnapping.
right. that was actually sick, to be fair. I
What
thought
was?
that the whole thing.
Kidnapping?
No. No, I'm saying the podcast because to be fair, at the end of the day, we've been doing it for like an hour and a half now. You probably didn't.
Yeah, to be
cut the
fair.
time. So yeah, that was me trying to like round up. I was leading towards.
Oh
that kinda-
shit.
Yeah.
Probably-
I thought I was just getting started, bro.
No, oh, what,
Yeah.
you
Honestly.
still, you wanna
Nah,
But I
no,
guess
yeah.
we got to save stuff for the next
We were. This is
Yeah,
also
it's been
testing
like an
to
hour and a
see if
half.
the cameras worked as well. And,
Oh, shit.
Imagine if it hasn't been on this whole time.
Bro, can we stop?
So if it stopped recording.
To be fair, the audio.
Oh.
Is it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the audio's still there, so it's fine.
Okay, that's us out there.
Yeah, no. Cheers, guys.
That
Bye.
was actually quite interesting.